All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of a larger recap, being that we had a week break. There's been a few people have missed some recent episodes,
Who
and we're
missed? How dare they?
and we're coming to the end. So, from the very first meeting in the tavern, battling forces beyond their realm, the party has faced trials that have tested their strength and resolve. Their journey led them north, where they encountered a rat assassin, rescued kidnapped children, and uncovered a deep mystery tied to a divine quest. A wild surge within a um, wild mechanic caused Illumio, Yonric, and Kane into a dark realm, where they met Brittle, the remains of the fallen villain, the bringer of darkness. With his guidance, they stormed the Mother's Tower, rescued Kane's ghostly friends, and escaped through a mirror. Emerging out from the outskirts of a burning town, they are reunited with TJ and Erwin, who had been safeguarding the dagger that you all worked so carefully to get. In the ruined streets, they battled a couple corrupted uh, golem guards before confronting the mother herself. Her presence forced all but TJ to their knees, but the party held firm, accepting her challenge to fight her champion. Victorious, they found passage aboard Captain Rad Wavecrash's ship and continued their journey. Their next, oh, oops, skipped a line. Arriving at the Swallowed Lands, they eventually made it to the Spire, where they met the Riddell Empire. Here they met the High Advisor, Sol, who Oda assigned to aid them. As they ascended the Spire, Erwin helped repair an airship, recharging a red mithril gem that also enhanced Locklead. Yanrick had a chilling encounter with the mother, and Illumio urged Sol to take a leap of faith. Their next trial came when the mother's forces laid siege to the city. Each member found their own way to aid in the defense and fought to hold the walls. In the aftermath, when they were successful, they met Oda, learning more about the Empire and the mother's deception. Illumio took a moment to check to make sure if everyone was truly real before they visited the wounded scouts and from the scouting attack. During their visit to the medical bay, Irwin cast See Invisibility and spotted the mother watching from the sky. Though shaken, they pressed on and received a grim battle report from the scout captain Jin. That night, Yonric had a sweet dream of his childhood, relieving, uh, reliving a moment of triumph, only to wake up standing over the lifeless body, Commander Ragethorn, and Yonric's own blade dripping with blood. Horrified by what he had done, and with quick haste and newfound PTSD, he rushed to wake the party. Before they could reach Oda, they were intercepted by a royal incinerator, one of Erwin's family's creation, now turned against them. They destroyed it, but soon more arrived. Just as the battle seemed overwhelming, Sol was able to save them and teleport them to safely. Now aboard an airship, they watch the Riddell Empire's forces hold the line against the Mother's forces. The question remained, would they be able to stop her to save the Empire? So, what we'll do, where is my,
Music.
yep, I was getting there. All right. And let's go ahead and start by moving you.
Skyrim Herald sound effect.
And okay, so it is top of the order. Ooh, as you guys are currently on an airship being sieged by a dragon that is laying waste to all of you. As you are trying to make it to the town that you know where the Mother's Crystal was. And Yanrick, you're at the top of the turn order. You see the giant void dragon off to the distance. Like he's done a press by. He's damaged your ship a little and dropped off some of the Mother's cultists aboard your ship. You see that there are the four ballistas the smaller ballistas in around the corner, on the sides there, and then you do have the giant ballista up the front. As it was explained to you by the goblins, you need help reloading the giant ballista. So right now, though, you do have those cultists on board the ship that are looking to maybe disarm or destroy the ballistas to help protect the dragon. Yeah.
Have
All
we
right,
gotten a
it's your
long
turn.
rest?
Yes,
that.
you did get your long rest. No,
In between
no, you did not. You have not gotten your
Oh
long
no.
rest.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me. You did not. I forgot because you fought the royal incinerator. You have not gotten a
Yeah.
long rest.
All right.
The little goblin pictures, those are your allies.
Did we get a short rest?
You did get a short rest.
All right.
You did get a short rest. I'll give you that.
Okay.
He's so
But the
kind.
little pictures of the goblin with his stick and his tongue out are your allies.
That's a lot back. Okay. Got those allies. Then there's the 4 cultists on board and the dragon. All right.
Oh, okay.
Let's
the guys with their
see.
tongues out are allies. Okay.
Yeah, the red circles.
I was
are
about to
halfway
absolutely blow them to smithereens, so that's good to know.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
don't
these
do that.
guys right here are the cultists. So
Let's do a thing, I think.
So, did our last session end here?
nope. I was in the
Sort of. Sort of. It ended with us beating the incinerators, doing the thing with being teleported to the ship, saying our goodbye to the Empress, and leaving on the ship and sailing away from the city, and then we're jump cutting to a dragon has assaulted us.
Yep. Just that's why I had you all secretly roll. I added your initiatives. I scrolled through and found what everyone's initiative bonus was and created the turn order because I thought it would be more fun to just throw you in the panic of you're on an airship that's damaged and a dragon is attacking you.
Yeah,
I
was really out of it last session. I don't remember this.
I just thought it would be a fun way to start it a little differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do... Well, let's just start by clearing off these nerds on our ship, I think. We can do healing next turn, should people be hurt. So we'll go to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. Well, I'm going to move up.
And this...
So like here. Then Spiritual Weapon can be within 60 feet. Oh, perfectly fine. I'm going to drop it back over here on these guys. So bonus action to hit. That'll be a 25 to hit that cultist man on the left.
That doesn't hit.
That will be... Oh, well, then I
That's
don't do that 9 force damage.
That hit. How much damage?
Dude,
9 force.
Okay.
my heart actually sunk. I was like, there's no way.
And then as an action, we will Eldritch Blast the same guy if I've got a line of sight. He's kind of on an upper deck.
Yeah, with him being on an upper deck, I don't think you have the best because there's kind of that railing kind of in your way.
Okay. Then I'll just shoot...
I mean, at the point you could go move like up to be.
Actually, that's a dragon. Let's not clump up.
Oh yeah, true.
I moved 24 feet, right? Because I was... No, 20 feet. So it's there. So let's move another 10 feet. If I go to there, does that give me line of sight with him?
Yeah, I'll say that gives you line of sight.
All right, cool. Eldritch Blast. Oh, baby, that's a crit.
Nice.
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 Oh, man, it's gonna roll. I'll just have to do. Okay, it almost rolled max. 20
Okay.
total force damage on that blast. Is anybody hurt at all? Because I can do
Yes.
10 healing on somebody.
Do you heal with your short rest?
Yeah, I use hit dice.
Yeah, Jason, did you heal with short rest hit
Oh.
die or?
I did not. That's a good point.
Yeah, do that first, and then if you've got any
Yeah.
remaining, I got 10 coming out for free.
Yeah. Hold on.
While he's doing that, I will shoot my other Eldritch Blast at the same guy, just try and take him down. Oh my gosh, that's another crit!
Oh my goodness!
Okay. I'm fine.
What? Oh.
No, that's Jason's healing.
Oh, okay. I was very confused.
I was like, oh,
Chris, we're
okay.
cheating.
A third one!
I thought I
Yeah,
made this fight tough, but never mind.
Digital dice! It's not my fault! The second one is going to be 24 force damage
Jeez.
on that second one. I need to click a button.
That's only 3 off of what I rolled. That's still pretty ridiculous on one Eldritch Blast. Yeah, I'm good now. You don't need to heal me.
All right. Well, if anybody's hurt at all,
I'm not gonna lie.
I have a splinter.
I don't have
Not anymore, you don't.
Lockheed's. I keep all of Lockheed's stuff on my notepad, and I think I might have closed out the sheet, so I don't remember Lockheed's health.
That's okay.
Well, if he's not at max, he's got 22 healing coming to him.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all right.
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. So that starts the dragon's turn. He is going to take the first attack. I'm sorry?
Take a nap.
A nap? Yeah.
Take a nap?
He's gonna be like, you know what? Never mind, guys. I don't want to mess with you. You seem nice. He's gonna take a swing at your as he swings by. He's gonna like claw on one of your wings here. He's gonna go for the right wing, which is the side he's on. And if you notice, I've added small totems here on the left to maybe help keep track of that stuff. So let's see. His first attack is going to hit, and with his claw, his claw doesn't do too much damage.
Just 26.
Does 24 damage as it rips into the balloon, and so the balloon not gets some holes, but doesn't start to destabilize in any way. Luckily, the arcane powering of it still keeps it a little stabilized. So it does look okay. Just to let you know, the two side balloons have 100 HP each, so it's now at 76, while the mid balloon, being a little bit bigger, has 150. Certain things happen once it drops at certain levels. And then as it's flying by, it's also going to go ahead and
76 or 70 for the right balloon health. Sorry,
76 because it took 24 damage.
Okay. Boom.
And then what it's going to do is how many?
No.
What's the 60 feet?
No. No.
So that's
Jeez.
right. That's 60
That's
feet.
60 feet across, yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. So it's
Counter
gonna
spell.
Go ahead.
Is it
Counter
a spell?
the breath.
No, I don't have any counter spell.
So everybody give me a actually let's place it more here. Yeah, everyone give me a
yeah.
DC 19 Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So you
God.
hate us? So you hate us? Is that the
get-
situation?
Plus 3
easy.
from being within 10 feet of TJ.
Correct.
Well, that's not good.
Yep. I fail.
That was
I don't know. That wasn't supposed to be. Okay, it rolled 2.
Bro,
I'm so
whose-
confused.
Whose dragon is this?
I failed either way.
This goddess needs to leash her pet. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
as this dragon comes by, this is the first time you get a close
Eh.
look at it, and you see the skin is made of that same tendril flesh that you saw when you were in that void realm, where it's like purple and gooey, and there's like spots missing where it's almost looks a bit zombified.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jay, it rolled twice. I'm pretty sure because do you have Warcaster as a feat?
Oh,
I
yeah, that
think I
might.
do. Yes.
Yeah, so that's why it automatically rolled with advantage.
So you take,
Okay.
if you failed, you take
Gotta make sure
37
that doesn't
necrotic
happen.
damage
Yeah.
and
Okay,
26 force damage.
Who
I'm resistant to
Oh,
necrotic.
thank. Oh,
got
gosh.
one shot?
You said
Okay,
34?
37 necrotic, 26 force.
Half of 37 is
And succeeded, I'm guessing half.
Yep. If you failed,
18.
though, I need everyone who failed to then give me a athletics or an acrobatic check to see if you're not pushed off by the,
Oh my
the
god, you're
force of the
evil.
crash.
Sorry, what was the
Trying to
damage?
one shot
I need the damage again.
36
Yeah,
and
sorry.
27, was that it?
63 damage total if you failed.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
On the
Well,
bright
I
side,
have 5
on the bright
health.
side, his breath only recharges on a 6.
Well, the good news is that I'm alive. The
I
bad
have 5 health.
news is that Lockheed is almost not. So
Ooh.
I'm a wizard.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Wizards are not as
plus-
tanky.
Wait,
Still 31.
Jason, if you use Flash and Genius on Jay's character, he would have succeeded.
Oh, you're right. I'll use that. I was so focused on
Yeah.
taking this L. Yeah, I'll use that on Jay's character so he succeeds. And I'm going to eat 24 points of damage from.
So I succeed. So I don't
Because
take
I was
half.
oh wait,
Yeah.
Just 31.
yeah,
Add
he's the
31 back.
only one. Oh no,
No,
Illumio.
add 32 back.
32.
Thank you for your support, Tim. Helping with the numbers.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so Alex, I think you are the only one who failed the athletics check.
Oh, I need to roll for athletics.
No, you
No,
succeeded.
you succeeded, so you're fine. But TJ, you're only pushed back 10 feet to the nearest edge, so you do not fall over. But that would be. Let me switch.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
5, 10. So you don't fall. You kind of catch yourself, but you almost go off the edge. You catch yourself there. As the dragon flies
I need
by.
to roll. For. I guess I'm using
What do I need to
Lockheed's
pass?
athletics.
15 athletics to pass.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I'll use.
Wizard.
But yes, you'll use Lockheed.
Yeah.
You didn't need to do that check, Jay.
Yeah, you saved.
Oh, because I passed.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay, so this is going to be. I'm just making sure. Okay, yep, so this is just going to be a +6 check. And I fail.
Jeez. Wait, what?
You do fail. I kind of placed you guys randomly, so I will give you the saving grace. Do you think he would be standing that close to the edge?
Truthfully, no, because I'm more of a melee guy. I feel like it would have been a little more in the mix.
Okay. So what we'll say is that's where you are now.
That's fine.
I'll give you that saving grace on the first attempt, but just since I placed you guys randomly. Okay, Illumio, it is your turn as the dragon flies by.
All right. So the very first thing is I'm going to use one of my bardic inspirations, and I'm going to use unsettling words, which is rolling a. Oh, it doesn't actually roll it. Okay, well.
But it's when you do the save that you roll it.
That's not what it says. Nope. It says I roll the d8 now.
Well, you should roll it now. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay. On its next saving throw, it's going to do a -5 on that, and I'm going to cast Bane, which is a
Wisdom.
DC 15 charisma save.
Charisma, yeah. I don't always.
Who else are you hitting with that?
Because it's
I'm
3
gonna
creatures?
hit. So there's a total of 7 bad guys on board. Oh no, those are our robots.
Yep. There's only the 4 cultists.
There's 4. Yeah, the four guys in black, and then the dragon.
Then the 2 closest as well to me, besides the dragon. They will also DC 15.
The 2 on the lower deck, as well as the dragon.
Yep.
Okay. So both cultists fail. And the dragon.
Oh, this middle bit is higher up, and then it's lower.
The dragon fails too, actually. So he's going to use one of his legendary resistance.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and
Quick question,
those.
Chris. Just so we're the middle bit, is it higher or lower than the front and the back?
I read it as lower because
Lower,
where the steering is right here, it wouldn't make sense for the steering to be lower.
Right.
So
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
read
Just
it
wanted to
as,
be sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd read the middle as lower, and this is higher. It made me think because of how weird it kind of sits. So
It's a good question.
So I am concentrating on that. That was bonus action and action, and I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I move over here towards the back?
yeah, yep.
Do I want to do that, or do I?
Don't want to get too close to the edge.
Yep.
But then again, split. Not,
Edge.
Can I just like be here instead? I'll be grouped up with these robots and get toasted when they die. That's fine.
They're next to you. They're not robots. They're goblins. They're like, we're protecting the crystal, sir. We lose the crystal, ship go boom.
All right. Well, we have quite a large creature that's coming. Just pay attention, and then that's the end of my turn.
Molly. As you wish, sir. Kane, your turn.
Yeah. Quick question. The dragon's like strafing us, right?
Yeah. So even though it's gonna like swing around, we're gonna say for it will always be within like 60 feet unless it's like on the ship. So if you're worried about range.
No, it's not about range. It's about my echo.
Fair enough.
Because I can trigger attacks. Anyway, I'm gonna move closer to the edge, like 5 feet. Blast him. Wait, no, Form of Dread first. I always forget that. Is it rolling? No. Why is it not? And anyway, I'll roll it manually for my temp HP. 110. Ooh, max. This is good. So 15 temp HP, and I'm gonna attack the dragon twice with my Eldritch Blast.
Perfect. Go ahead, roll that. While you do that, Soul, I don't have you in the initiative order. What's your
That is
initiative
true.
bonus?
+2.
+2. What did you roll? 16, 18? Okay, so we'll retcon you to go next, but then you'll go before Kane moving forward.
All right. I'm guessing 24 hits, right?
That's a great question. A 24 does hit. Okay.
All right. I'll roll damage for that. Oh. So that is a total of 14 points of damage for both my blasts. And could you make a Wisdom save DC 19
Yes.
against Frighten? It's immune. Looking at it, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it is immune to fright,
Right.
so it doesn't even have to make a save.
Yep. All right, and I'll move back further from the edge so I don't get blasted off.
Perfect.
Wait, I was here. Like, wait. We don't have the 20. I couldn't move. Yeah, I'll move. No, so on the control. Move over here and end my turn.
Perfect. Okay, Soul, now it's your turn since I
Okay.
have you there.
I'm gonna
You
Yeah,
feel
go
this
straight for-
overwhelming, inspiring presence as Illumio lets out a heroic tune to inspire you all.
Okay, all right. So many spells. I am going to, because I want to use this and hope it works, even though, yeah, whatever. I'm going to use Phantasmal Killer on the dragon, 120 feet range, and it's a Wisdom 19 save, or not save, but
Yeah,
what's
DC.
the roll?
Yeah.
DC, that's the
Yeah.
word.
Okay, and what was the save again?
19.
Well, guess what? That's a nat 1.
Yeah,
Hey.
cool. Cool. That would then be 4d10 and disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for the duration.
He's not going to burn a resistance, huh?
I'm going to burn a resistance.
Gonna burn a resistance.
Ah,
I was gonna read it out loud because I assume
He still takes half damage.
he was like, "Ah, maybe
I
it's
still
not that
take
bad."
half damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't.
So-
There's a voice in my ear that told me that I took half damage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be helpful like everybody else.
No,
is
I know.
helpful
I'm
to
just-
me.
That's a great roll.
that's
I'm
a
not
great
about-
roll. That's a really good roll on 4010. Wow.
Yeah.
And what are any good bonus actions? Well, yeah, I'm gonna move closer to. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna move away from the enemies. How do I move? Can I just click it? Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3. I'll move over. 1, 2, 3. Here? Can I set something? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm just gonna stay there and end my
Well,
turn.
I'm definitely toast now.
Perfect. All right. So one of the cultists also has a 16. So he'll take his turn here. He's right here. He's going to, knowing that his job is to support the dragon, he's going to just simply walk over and he's going to attack the ballista to try to get it out of. Yeah. Mission 4. And that's a nat 1 on his first attack.
Minus a D4.
Okay. Okay. So that is a -3.
-3 to hit.
I kid you not. He rolled a second nat 1.
Wow.
So
And that
he
is
heals
another
the ballista,
-3.
right?
Isn't that 3 in a row?
That heals the
Technically-
ballista.
Heals the ballista.
He's going
He
to.
cuts his own head off.
I'm just gonna make a dex save. I'm just gonna. Let's just see.
Dude,
slips and falls off.
he swings so hard that he throws himself
No,
off.
We'll get him.
You see this cultist for the mother, and he's a little more zealous than he wants to be, and he doesn't notice a cord has tied up on his foot, and he trips him, and he off the side. I kid you not.
I'm going to.
Oh, that's
Can I
amazing.
can I use a reaction and
Yeah.
I'm going to hold out a hand towards the cultist. He's falling over the edge of the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna just look up into the sky. This is what mercy is supposed to look like, and I'm gonna cast Featherfall on the cultist.
Wait, is Featherfall concentration?
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not. All right.
It's not.
So, but is you in range? 60 feet. Oh yeah.
Can I not cast Featherfall at a higher level? Why is it not showing up as?
If
That's
it's
just
not
a
showing
display
up,
thing.
yeah, it's just if it doesn't show up like higher levels. It's just there's no benefit to upcasting it, but you can still
Gotcha.
upcast it.
Okay,
You can still use the slot.
because I'm
yeah.
out of level 1 spell slots. So Yeah, that's what I do, and I'm just looking up at the sky, but obviously assuming that the mother is watching what's happening right now.
Okay. All right. You spare this embarrassing action by this cultist. You hear one of the other one. Sorry, he's our intern. He's still learning. TJ, it is your turn.
All right. So I've been moved over here. These guys are up front. I will go ahead and make my way up there.
Making my way.
Perfect. All right. I will. Right in front of him.
Perfect.
And then I will do what I've been trained to do since I learned of violence. I'm going to hit him.
Since I learned to violence.
Since I learned about violence. 18? Dang, I can't roll over a 10 tonight.
8. Oh, plus 9. I was like, 18 seems like we're at 10. I see what you're saying. You do hit. Yep.
Oh, thank goodness.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do it again because that's all I got right now. Golly.
Yeah, wow.
14. That just misses.
Wait, yeah. This game has turned its back. It's been so long, it's upset with me.
Too distracted by the other guy falling off. It's like, did that really just happen?
That or you're really sleepy.
It's probably closer.
Man, that guy's gonna be falling for a long time.
Yep.
A whole minute.
I don't know if he'll reach the bottom by then.
He won't.
That is my turn.
But you gave him a chance.
No, he'll get to think long and hard about his actions before he then falls to his death. For a
So
whole
was
minute.
that really mercy then?
Or is it torture?
Did I really end my turn on this thing? I don't
No,
know.
I have
Oh,
to.
then that's my turn. That's all I got.
Perfect.
Up for interpretation.
Okay,
It depends on
so
how high up are, because he's got 600 feet of feather falling.
they're about 1,000.
Depends on. Okay.
Yeah, so he's
Nah,
dead.
yeah. He's
Yeah, maybe he's got. It'll give him time to pull out a parachute or something.
We don't have parachutes.
Make a parachute out of his cloak or try something.
We're supposed to die for the mother.
such a sweet moment. It's like, this is mercy. And then he's just like, I'm just dying slower.
That's a good point.
He's a cultist.
Okay,
He's God
so
himself.
it is a cultist turn, and he is going to walk up to this this goblin here.
They're kobolds now.
Yeah, and
It's interchangeable.
they are with this one. They're a little different, and you see him go to stab a dagger into. I rolled another nat 1. I am done
No
with
way.
this dice.
No,
I kid you
keep
not.
using it.
That's insane.
That's my favorite
Weighted
dice.
dice?
Too. Okay.
But
Your favorite
Alright.
dice don't like to be bad guys.
Yeah, I guess not. Okay, so he does hit the goblin on the second attack. You see him stab his dagger into the goblin, and the goblin fails the con save, and you see it just starts screaming, and you see the very essence of the goblin just get sucked into the dagger, and a almost like from the original Mummy, when the mummy sucks the essence, just that shriveled up corpse onto the ground, killing the goblin and restoring some of the damage that he had taken so far from Yonric's opening move. Lockheed.
All right. Guys, I have an opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. If I could cast jump on myself. I'm gonna, but we'll take care of the cultists first. I'm gonna go and swing at this one since I have 10-foot reach.
Perfect.
And do that. First one,
Don't forget grappling is always a
total 28.
Hits.
big strong lucky. Just grab him and throw him off the edge.
I could do that, can I?
could. Or you just punch him.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna punch him because I get 2 punches. I only get 1 grapple.
I just
No,
realized,
you could have 2 grapples that could replace any attack.
I just remembered I have repelling blast.
Yeah, but if I grapple him like this, am I pulling him towards me? No, he's just grappled by the fist.
You can just drag him
Yeah,
off the edge.
I could.
But yeah, you do you. So it's an option.
Yeah, I think I can just smoke him.
Smoke him if you got him.
Gotta grapple him to got him.
Oh, hold on, that was D12. Oh no, it is D12. Yes, that's 23, and then I'm using Striker to add my level and extra damage to an attack, so total of 32 points of force damage to this guy.
Okay. He looks hurt, but he's still kicking.
17 hit.
Yes, just hits.
Okay. That kind of sucked. 14 total force damage.
No lies, but messed up. Looking pretty. The mother's light will
Okay.
embrace me.
And then I'll move to here. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll move to here to protect our friends. What? I was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have 50 feet. It's fine. I was going to take it
You
anyway.
hear one of the goblins. Thank you, Mr. Gnome, who helped repair the ship. We appreciate your assistance in our survival.
Yeah, shut up.
Okay.
Keep running the ship.
Get on the big ballista and I can load it for you.
And that'll be the end of my turn, I think.
Perfect.
I don't think I have any bonus actions, so.
Okay. Well, the one that has taken some damage, he's gonna go.
I actually do. Hold on, I do have a bonus action.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use telekinetic shove.
Okay.
Yeah.
On this one.
Yep.
This far one. Oh wait, is this like a big sail in my way? Can I see past that?
See past it.
Okay. So then yeah, I'll cast. So it's a DC 16 strength save.
He rolled a 14 on the die, but what is his stats on strength?
He's not banged.
He's probably fine.
15.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he gets pushed back
Plus he has
5
Bane,
feet,
right?
unfortunately.
This guy doesn't have bane.
Yeah, he gets pushed back 5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah.
So if he technically is in that square, it snapped weird. Let's roll.
Yes.
Okay, he rolled
Trips over that railing.
he rolled a 20, so he catches himself
Okay.
on the railing.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunate, really.
Yep. So the one here that's fighting TJ, he's going to take a swing. He's going to try. He charges up his dagger in a way and tries to stab you.
No, you don't have to do that.
Does a 19 hit?
Minus
it does
D4.
Minus D4. Thank you. And then does a 4 doesn't hit, minus a D4 doesn't hit. So both attacks miss. He goes, "You're pretty good at dodging my attacks." As you didn't dodge them, but they just clinked off your armor. He hit the heaviest part of your armor. I haven't fought a foe as experienced as you in a long time.
I
Why-
haven't done anything.
He's giving me. He gives me like heavy Zoolander vibes.
Just killed in your impeccable defense.
Blue steel.
Yeah, it shows up blue steel.
All right, and then the guy who catches himself, that was close. He's gonna run up to this ballista, and he's going to take 2 attacks on it, and not roll.
What a loser! You're a loser. Oh, you're such a loser.
Wait,
Attacking
this-
the ballista, can't even move. What a loser.
This guy doesn't have Bane because you only did the front 2.
Yeah.
Perfect. So 20 hits, doing damage to the ballista.
I would have hit that ballista so hard, it would never even known what was coming for it. They said it was the best hit on a ballista that's ever been done.
Okay, the ballista looks pretty messed up, but it's still standing. But then on his second roll, he rolled a nat 1. I
Wow,
mad.
what the heck?
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's
dragon,
no way.
please?
There's hold on. There's no way this guy falls off, right?
Okay, he saved himself. He rolled a 17. I can't believe it. Huh. Okay, at the end of
These nat
initiative
ones.
round 1, a giant gust comes through, almost like a magical kind of. You feel like it power up and push against the airship. Everyone, give me a dex save of 15.
A deck save.
Oh,
Oh,
thank goodness for being in range of TJ.
God dang.
I need to check Lockheed's. Okay. Ooh. Yes. Yes. 19.
Oh,
Okay, so you are, if you failed, you are pushed back, not to the sides, but just pushed directly back. You are pushed 10 feet back. If you collide with any terrain, you're going to take. I did not roll well on damage. 15 bludgeoning damage as you are pushed back into the terrain. Can someone give me a DC for the airship? A save, please.
I don't like rolling for not me. Never as well.
big ol' 8.
An 8 and
Airship's got like a +10 to Dex, right?
where did I write the stats?
It makes more sense if it was like I don't know, like a +6.
Oh, the stats for the airship?
plus
I
7,
forgot to
plus
send
7.
those to you earlier.
+7, yeah,
today.
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
+7.
Tim.
Yeah, it's plus 30.
Oh,
Oh, that's wow.
to a dex, unfortunately, it is a +5.
Could I do my flash of genius to push it over the edge?
Wait. Does the
Flash-
airship count as being in range for TJ's paladin bonus?
That's a clever question. No. But, Erwin, how are you going to flash and genius the ship? If you can give me a good reason, I'll allow it.
Okay, so basically, it theoretically, as it's failing this save, what is happening to the ship?
Like a giant wind.
One quick
Right.
thing. Flash of Genius says it needs to be a creature.
Shut up!
And Chris, as the DM, is maybe allowing it to happen if he has a creative way of
Yeah.
making it happen, which is we explained that,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Troll.
So, a giant
You're so
gust
Canadian.
of wind comes through, and you hear.
Watch
you
it, I'll cut
hear
your power.
The wood creak and groan as it's about to maybe snap under this wind.
The mast is about to snap.
Yeah, like and the wings and whatnot, like all of the, like it's a giant gust of
Okay.
wind. That's gonna.
This is so stupid. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. All right, what if I like stomp super hard since I'm on the front of the ship and it's offering a counterbalance in terms of like the aerodynamics of the ship, right? Because if it's getting pushed backwards and I push it forwards, I'm effectively the aerodynamics of it are off, and it's not snapping
Jeez.
against it anymore. It's absorbing the blow.
I'll let it come down to a roll. Give me a athletics
Counterbalance
check.
to the aerodynamics.
I thought you were gonna flash a genius, the like arcane crystal in the back.
I mean, I don't even. No, that's true. I could have done that. Oh well, this is more fun.
Yeah.
It's really quite simple, actually.
All right. Total 17. Because I'm not within 30 feet of the crystal, so I can't do that. So I have to just try with the ship.
As the gust comes and starts to kind of almost like a giant wave, you guys have been on a ship, starts to teeter the ship backwards. Lockheed is a heavy mech, and you are going to be able to put your foot down, literally, and you're going to allow it to push against the wind. However, it is going to take hull damage.
Okay.
As you are a giant robot putting your foot through, stomping on a wood.
You know what? I think that's fair. I think that is fair.
Mm-hmm.
So the hull takes 12 damage.
Yeah. Easy trade. Easy trade.
Worth.
I say, as I don't know how much health
You're
the hull
on hull
has.
counter.
The ship has 20 health.
The hull has, the max HP is 400. It has taken some damage, but you have not been moved into minor damage where random mechanics start to happen. But you do know it's taken some damage before our stomping foot here.
Right.
And you don't know when that minor damage happens. Okay, that's the top of the initiative order with Yanrick.
Okay. I've got some hurt friends, and I'm a healer, so we're going to do some healering. Who's the most hurt? We're looking
I
at
have 3 HP.
Illumio, and Soul, right?
Soul saved, so he got some of it back. So
He's still a wizard, though.
true, but
So,
But Illumio is a bard with 12 gone.
yeah. Oh, yeah, they're both getting healed. Don't worry.
yeah.
They're both real squishy, and most what I'm
We're
kidding.
we're gonna bonus action healing word at 3rd level, and then I'm spending sorcery points to twin cast it. At you guys. So, boop and boop. Yeah, Illumio, you get 21 healing. And Soul, you get 18.
Thank you.
And then as my action, we are going to blast the same guy, if I could still see him past Lockheed.
Yeah, I'll say you do.
Cool.
There's a small window, so if you roll a nat 1, you're gonna hit Lockheed.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't roll nat ones.
Please roll that.
You're not called Chris.
Roll that one. Yeah, no
No.
kidding. Felix.
23 to hit, and then 15 to hit.
The 23 hits. The armor class for the cultist is a 17.
So 14 force damage on him, and I'll throw half of that 7 healing, to Illumio as well. Pump him a little bit more.
7.
Yep, 7. And then I am going to not stand near the edge, and I'm going to move over here. Kind of around this guy. That is all I can do.
Perfect. Okay. So then that is the dragon's turn. let's see if he gets his breath weapon back. How I'm rolling, I don't think that will happen. A 4 doesn't get it back. Like I said, it needs a 6. It needs exactly a 6. It's a powerful breath, so I kind of minimize its chance to roll. But instead, on its turn, it flies underneath the ship. And you all you feel the ship kind of stutter as, let me bring these tokens to the front here. Let's grab these. Bring to the change layer tokens and tokens. You feel the dragon latch onto the bottom of the ship, kind of preventing it from moving here and slowing down the ship and doing some hull damage. And the tail starts to wrap from the backside as it tries to get to the center mass. And so we'll do its attacks here just for the claw damage. Let me roll that here. So only one hits. Well, actually, -4.
It's not banned.
It's not legendary resist. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the words.
Thank you. And so, oh my goodness, what terrible damage!
Did he just use a legendary resistance, or you just explained that he used it before?
He used it
before it
It still
succeeded
has
on the base.
potentially one more.
Yeah.
Most likely one more.
Okay, so his two claw attacks only does 16 damage, and then he is going to try to do his tail, which has some of his damage. He rolled a nat 1, so the tail misses the mass.
Keep rolling at that.
What is that? Wild.
I hate it
Is
here.
it the same dice? Is it the
No!
same dice?
I put 2 dice in dice jail.
Wow. That is insane.
Lumio, it's your turn.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Same thing. What are you ha-haing at?
You're nat 1.
Yeah, but it's on a D8.
It's a D8, so he has to subtract a D8 from the saving throw.
This is
that he
bardic.
makes.
What Panat?
What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Where am I? What is the range on this? Nope. I did not click there. Oh, it says 30 feet right there. Yeah. So before I do that, 5, 10. Can I jump off of this? How far down to the next level?
10 feet, if that.
Can I jump down this without making an athletics check or acrobatics, or will I be making a roll?
No, the ship isn't as destabilized as it could be. So it's pretty steady right now. But it did the hull took some more damage, just to let you guys know.
This guy who's on the right side over here next to the ballista, that's the one that fell off, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. If I
he's now kind of behind you guys, still falling. Hey!
I fall here. Because there's 3 separate tokens, can I target him 3 separate times and make him roll 3 separate saving throws for Bane?
I target that toe and that finger in this
Yeah, but
head.
then only one of them would get the -1 from your bardic. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, only that toe gets a -2.
Yeah, only that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna cast Bane, and I can get this other guy who's up here, and I'm gonna target the dragon again. It's a -1 for the dragon. It's a DC 15 Charisma save.
Okay. Dragon.
Was that guy not already baned?
I have to recast it. It's concentration.
Yeah.
And I
right.
have nobody else to target, so.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
By the way,
burn.
you said you don't have any more. So first level spell slot. So that's second level spell, right?
That's correct.
Dragon
so that's
passes.
4 targets then.
I have nobody else to target. That's why
Oh,
I
they're
was
not within
asking.
range.
No,
Yeah.
not in range yet.
That's why I was
Oh, I
asking. I
forgot
was
about
making a joke, but that's why I was asking if I could target all the tokens that were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon passes naturally. Rolled a 24.
Does anyone have silvery barbs?
Quite do it.
Does anyone?
I don't have silvery barbs.
Yeah.
Tim does.
See, Chris, we're nice players. We don't have silvery barbs.
I do
Tim
have
does.
silvery. I do have silvery barbs. I'll be using my last level 2 spell slot. I will be very. Oh no, I still have a little bit. I still have a little bit extra.
You still have third.
Yeah,
You
so
do third,
thirds
fourth.
Yeah,
and
good.
fourths. Yep. I don't know how many fifths. Yeah. All right, silvery barbs.
Okay.
And so that's my last second level. I'll give advantage to. Is Soul making ranged attacks?
You got a nat 20.
Oh, rude.
Yes,
I feel the dice gods
I have,
moving.
I have a feature
my favor.
when my opponent rolls a natural 20, it means they automatically fail. I'm giving I'm giving advantage.
Wow.
I want to give it to TJ, so I'm going to. Yep, advantage.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, even if he doesn't have a range attack right now, the dragon's hugging the
The
ship.
tail is, tail's right there.
Yeah.
Time
Yep,
to chop off a
that's the end
dragon
of my
tail.
turn.
Perfect. Now that it's latched on the ship, it's going to do a. There's going to be a layer action, and it scream like it lets out a major roar, and a almost like a meteorite from above comes flying down and crashes into the ship. Let's put it. Let's see. Seeing that the most people are kind of here in the center, where's my measuring tool?
Oh, did what's her name ever go?
Yep,
She's
I
on
added
the
her to the
initiative.
initiative. I forgot.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her kind of a bonus to make up for the fact that she didn't go.
Okay.
So it's gonna drop right here in the center, hitting TJ and Yanrick. What I need from the two of you is I need a dex save, 18 dex save.
Gross.
All right, let me get over 10 now. Yes, not enough, but over 10.
No.
All right. So if you fail, you take 28 necrotic damage.
Ouchie.
Yeah, and that's going to hit the ship as well.
Big 14.
If you want to re-roll it, you can. You have advantage. Or you can.
But I can save it, right?
Oh, it says on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, it makes
So
within
it's
1
straight up
minute. So
you need to
have
use it.
You have to
You
use
have
it.
to use it.
Oh, boo. Much worse. Back under 10, thank you.
Okay. And you with that the hull is breached and it's going to the ship is now marked as minor damage. And the ship starts to slow down. You see the town coming up in the distance. So you're almost to the town where you could potentially bail. It's about 2 turns away, but you feel the ship start to slow down, and you risk potential deck hazards as some small fires start to take place. One of the goblins is going to yell out. He goes, "Sirs, heroes, there's the misty escape pods in the basement. If things get too dire, it launches you straight to the ground, but it keeps you safe. We will guard the ship."
You're going down with the ship.
Ah, well, we built it, so it's kind
You're
of
small enough. You can't fit inside of the escape pods with us.
well. It's not like an escape pod. You step on this like circle and you just teleport to the ground. It's a cool misty thing.
Does it-
it
does it
took a
act- like,
lot
I
of
hate-
engineering.
I hate to be that guy, but is it does it intelligent? It knows that there's more than one creature stepping on it. You can't I can't be holding you like a small child.
No, it can take anyone. It's not a matter of is there enough. It's a matter of we want to go down with our ship.
Oh, you prefer to die. All right. Hey, you should have just led with that then. All right.
Yeah. Hey, you see one of them in the background. I don't want to die. I'll come with you. Soul, that's your turn.
That was my turn? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
That was his turn. Your turn was the ship getting hit by a meteor.
Yeah, because layer action.
Yeah.
All right. There's not a ton I could do. I'm gonna see the hole. I'm gonna say to the guy next to me, can that be fixed? While I use another phantasmal. What did I use? Phantasmal killer? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the level 13 code of the dragon. With thumb.
The goblin goes to you. We can probably fix it. Not right now, but
Please, there's a DC. The cat, please stop. DC 19 wisdom.
okay.
Still gonna-
And it uses its last legendary resistance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and I will roll. I will get to you in a minute, cat.
Guys, do you think the dragon is immune to charms?
No. No dragon's immune to charms.
Because I do have a hypnotic pattern.
We do have a bard in the party. Good charm, Dragon.
So 11 damage. You see the claws and the tails are still wrapped around the ship. Not enough damage to really loosen it, but still good damage.
That saying, we're not gonna get anything done as long as this dragon's still attached to us, guys. And I'll end with that.
Perfect. And is that's your turn?
Yeah, moving doesn't seem very valuable to me right now. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Kane, it's your turn. I let you go before the enemy, so we'll keep it that
Alright.
way. It's your turn.
All right, cat, you gotta go outside.
That's the guy that's falling, anyways.
Yeah, well, that's true. So you're just here in the background. Ah, it's kind of cold. Yes, you're still in the frozen tundra. I
I'll
didn't dress warm.
move over here. Bonus action, summon my echo besides the dragon's hands. So that it takes the 2d10 damage from me summoning it.
Perfect.
Wait, I just realized, is it necrotic or what damage type is it? Necrotic damage. Looking
He is resistant to necrotic, but he is not
resistance, alright.
immune.
Yeah, I was kind of. Alright. So yeah, that's that damage. That's my bonus action. And I'll for my action blast once that guy over here. The one that's just like on the edge.
Okay, yeah.
Since I remembered I had yes, and you know what, I'll roll damage for him, but I'm gonna push him 10 feet away from me so he falls off. Because
Perfect.
repelling blast, and now that one right besides.
Wait, which one again? I'm sorry.
First, the one on the right,
Okay, perfect.
at the front. Now I'll try and hit the one at the front on the left.
So he 10 feet. Yeah, he falls off.
17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So once again, push 10 feet.
From where are you?
I'm at the back of the ship, just beside one of the claws.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a strength to see if he catches
All right.
himself on the rail.
Since I hit him, unless he's immune to frighten as well, could you make a wisdom save?
Yeah. Let me first do the strength save. He doesn't
I mean,
need.
No,
He
it's a
doesn't need
save.
to make.
He's immune. All right.
No, because he got it on 2, so he's gonna
Oh.
not catch himself on the railing, and he falls off. As
So
well.
he's not frightened because of my form of dread. He's frightened because he's falling down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's screaming as he's falling.
What? That's real
Can I
helpful
get a
when I
feather
remember I had that.
fall?
Yeah. All right, and that is my turn. Push 2 of them off, and yeah. Oh yeah, just since I don't have a token for my echo,
Oh, I forgot to bring it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
once you have it just between the 2 claws.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll grab that here in a minute.
Yep.
Okay, so this is Palali's turn. She's going to be able to do 2 turns here since I kind of skipped her just to kind of buff her capabilities here to make it up for it.
Pulling a Goku and charging up her first move.
Yeah.
Charging my attack.
How does 27 healing sound, Illumio? As she casts a heavenly light on you. And then who's the
58.
next wounded? Probably
I'm
Soul.
Yeah, 37
Soul or
from 68.
maybe Lockheed at this point.
Oh, Lockheed's pretty messed up too, right?
Yeah.
We'll do Lockheed. So Lockheed, you get 25.
Wait. Not pushed over the half yet.
And that's DJ's turn. She goes,
DJ.
"Sorry, I was napping in the back room."
There's
I was
important
disturbed
things
by
going
a
on. I
great
need you to
force.
be awake for
It's
us.
all right. TJ takes naps all the time when we're trying to get things done.
Not in the middle of a fight, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and warhammer the guy in front of me again. Actually, if I-
Fantasy or 40k?
yes, I'm gonna.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a step to the side, so I'm flanking first, and then because I can't roll over a 10 for whatever reason. I've offended someone. I didn't roll over a 10 on either of those either, so that's great.
Oh my god.
And it's a 17 armor class.
It's just
Wow.
There were 2 7s. It was great. Love it.
oh my gosh.
13 damage.
17 armor class, so 16 misses.
Oh man, I thought I got. That's okay. Well, great. Okay.
Jeez.
This is a bad fight, TJ. My gosh.
I was
To be
napping
fair.
before this fight, and so I'm just a bit groggy. Is all it is.
To be fair, the other 3 cultists have all fallen off the ship.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! The same number again.
That is insane.
That is crazy odds. There have been some insane rolls. I got 2 nat 20s. Chris got 2 nat 1s.
Oh,
Alex
Yeah,
has now
so
rolled the
many nat
same
ones.
number twice. Roll. This is insane.
Can we start the session over? Just go back. Reset this one. All right. Well, that's great. Super.
okay. So, Talali's like, I haven't had to use this yet. And you feel, being that you are connected to the same goddess that she serves, you feel some divine motivation, and you get 1 more attack.
Oh,
This is
Oh.
a pity attack. Oh,
No,
that's
great.
great.
She's an older domain cleric. Is that it?
Yeah,
that'll-
totally.
That'll do it.
there it is.
Oh man.
To be fair, this has been part of her kit, but he hasn't needed it so far.
Wait,
it
what?
hasn't been this
Sorry.
bad before.
My bad. All right, there you go. Now it's 13 damage.
13 damage.
How did he look before?
All right. I feel like you deserve this. How would you like to finish this cultist?
Yeah, that's fair. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the pity finish. So I missed twice, and I'm just like, and I look at my hand. What is happening? I'm just in my internal, external monologue. TJ mumbles to himself, "What? I was just so confused. I've been training," and then all of a sudden, my hammer starts to glow. I'm like, oh, and then just one more time.
He's like, "You won't hit me. My defense is too great."
Yeah, in the middle of him, just take his jaw and just snap like mandible off.
Crackle pop.
And you hit him with enough force that even though he dies by the force, you see his corpse go flying off the edge.
All of them off the edge. Let's go.
I love
Yeah.
ragdoll physics. It's my favorite part of it.
All right, and then on your turn, we're gonna have another layer action. Yay! I need everyone to give me a dex saving throw. This time, though, only a 12, as you try to avoid falling debris.
Not 20!
Well, I don't think my turn has come around since I used my Flash of Genius, so I can't use it on myself.
The
Yep,
hand
not
was
yet.
right in
Your
front of
turn
him.
is
Just
next.
after, yeah.
So,
Just after the layer action.
yeah. So I fail.
So if you fail,
Wait, when did you use
take-
your layer action? Was it? It was for the ship, right? So the
I'm using the wrong word. I'm not using a legendary action. It's not layer action.
oh, legendary. Oh, all right, yeah.
That was
Because I
that
thought it
last
was
one.
like
That last one was a legendary action. This one's a layer action.
No, all right, yeah.
I
Because I was
flipped
thinking
them.
maybe at like 15 you said it, so something happens. I was thinking like the last thing that happened. That's when
Gotcha.
you used this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one,
no.
this mechanic happens about halfway, and of course, there's still the layer action that happens at the end, which is that gust of wind. So if you failed, you only take 11 bludgeoning damage as some of the materials above you kind of fall and clunk into you.
Down to 85, guys.
Perfect.
What on a fail? 22?
Uh,
So on
yeah.
the film was it 11? Was it? Or
On a
11. A fail was 11. You didn't take
a
much.
film was
fail
11? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you were making a joke, and I was like, fun.
Okay, well I'm still
No,
taking
I
damage.
Missed.
No, that was just my misunderstanding.
Still eating
Fail.
electric damage.
11. Ow.
Don't eat it. It's bad for your stomach.
I missed
Yeah.
one.
Gives you bad tummy.
Woof.
And
My
on that,
tummy
it is
hurts.
Lockheed's turn.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at this rate, how much damage does the crossbow do? The ballista?
Ballista.
So the ballistas do 3d10,
Ooh.
and the large ballista does 6d10. But you need to either take a turn to reload, or have someone else reload for you. While the small ballistas, you can use your bonus action to reload.
Okay. Does this ballista turn enough to hit the dragon?
I didn't see which one you pinged. I'm sorry.
The one just beside you?
This top one.
Yes. Yep. You can turn it to hit the. They're pretty. It's almost like on a stand where you can almost turn it, almost 360. You couldn't like shoot into the center of the ship, but you can turn it pretty. It's almost like
Okay.
Got like
So
180
you
degrees.
said this
yeah,
one.
like 270s.
This one requires an action to reload.
The small ballista. The big one requires an action to reload. Yep.
Is it currently
Okay.
loaded? Does it have a
But it-
shot
Yes,
in it?
they're all currently loaded to start. So you at least get.
Actually,
Okay.
it's the big
And then-
ballista, it's
so
just two ballistas stuck together.
Yeah.
If I get,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know if that one
I-
could turn around enough. Could it?
So
I mean-
I said 270. So to me, that's almost splitting the ship.
I mean it could then, Because it's only going 90 to turn towards the dragon.
The
The,
dragon isn't
the,
here.
the
remember,
dragon's
it's
under the
he's
ship, remember?
grappling
under the
ship
ship
right now.
with the
Oh,
grapple.
you're right.
I'm just leaving
right.
this up as a
Yeah.
health counter, so that way.
You're right.
Yeah. This one of the side small ones would be able to turn and hit the hand or tail.
Okay. I have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever.
Okay. Shoot the balloons. Shoot your own balloons.
Rip the
drop
ballista
ship
off
on
and
the
use it as a
dragon.
gatling.
There's. Well, we could do that. Eric.
No, don't. No, that was a joke. I thought you were gonna say that as the funniest thing ever. I don't know what you got in store.
I could cast jump. And just
go
go
jump off. What?
jump off onto this thing, but that way I have enough jump to get back up theoretically. But no, okay. Could I bend this thing over enough to shoot the dragon?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then. So I'll take the first shot. What is the addition?
The ballista is plus 10 hit bonus.
Plus
yep.
10. Okay. So first one is gonna be a 14 to hit.
That misses the dragon.
Okay. Second one is gonna be 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Oh, I use my bonus action to reload.
Yeah.
And then okay, so it's 3d10?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. 13 total.
Okay.
And then that's the end of my turn. I'll just stay stationed
Perfect.
here.
The goblins, I kind of made it so that they have free action to kind of do stuff. He's like, "I'll help you, sir," and he comes running up and he reloads it. So on your next turn, you can fire. Okay, that is bottom of the initiative round. So I need that gust of wind. You feel that magical gust of wind kind of come over. It feels a little bit stronger, so I need a DC 16 dex save this time.
Finally, a pass save. My goodness.
All right. I am going to use my flash of genius to save because I failed by 1. So.
Okay. If you failed, wrong dice. If you failed, you take 20. I'm sorry. You're pushed back, and you take 10 bludgeoning damage and 20 fire damage as the spell, this wind gust, kind of picks up as it hits the ship and kind of catches on fire by like magical means. You're kind of getting the sense that this is the mother interfering.
So we take 20 damage, and what if we bump into something? Then do we take?
So you take 10 from bludgeoning if you're pushed back 10 feet and you hit something. If you don't hit something, you're only pushed back 10 feet.
10 feet.
10. I thought you should, it's the damage that makes it. So it's 10 if we bump into something, and 20 fire damage.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it half that if we passed?
Yes. Yep.
10 5.
Hey.
Ouchies. I'm in danger.
I'm in 17.
And then I need someone
I'm-
to give me a save
I
for
have
the ship.
7.
I'll roll this time.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
I have 7 health.
Man, guys, I am in danger.
Perfect.
Lockheed and I have the same amount of health right now.
The ship,
Ooh.
you hear it creak a little, but it holds steady, and it takes it takes the full fire damage being a wooden ship, but it doesn't look like it catches on fire, and it's pretty far from its next damage mark.
Threshold.
So it's still flying. You guys get a little closer to the city. You're probably at the start of your next turn. You could abandon and be on the outskirts, like in the city walls. As you know, the city is abandoned as the army has marched to storm the spire. So that is now the top of the initiative order with Yanrick.
Right. Ouchie, I'm in pain. It hurts. We're gonna do a bit of healing because I don't want to die. Yeah, you or if I roll dice. Okay, I can do that. And then, yeah. Spells as a bonus action. We are doing Healing Word again at 2nd level, and I will spend sorcery points to twin the spell so that I heal myself and soul. 'Cause we are
Nice.
two
Hey.
very, very hurt boys. Alright, that's 16 for soul. And 19 for me. Let's actually spend 1 extra sorcery point. And do a reroll on the 1 and the 2. That's a 3 and a 2, so it's actually 18 healing for soul, so 2 extra.
Thank you.
19 for me. Mark off my sorcery point. And then, as an action, I'm gonna shoot this tail. Because it's right there. Yep. Eldritch Blast. Well, that's only a 14 to hit.
Misses.
And that's even worse. Alright, cool.
Oh no.
No hit for me.
Okay.
No hit for
And
you.
I will where is the access to below deck?
There's doors here, like at each of the crevices. It doesn't show, but there's
All right,
doors.
Okay, so I'm basically near doors to be able to get down to if
Yeah,
we
you
go to the escape pod. So I will wait right there, and that will be the turn.
Perfect. All right, so it's the dragon's turn. I already rolled. He doesn't get his breath back again.
Yay!
So
Thank
he
goodness.
is then going to focusing on wanting to damage the center mass. He's going to attack with his tail. And that's going to hit.
No.
That is going to do... Ooh, nice. So that does 52 damage to the mass as the tail snaps into it, and you hear it creak, and you see it start to splinter and start to pull itself apart. But nothing else. You don't see the ship start. It starts to creak, but nothing. The ship hasn't started to fall apart yet. But it's going to use its 2 claws to try to do some more damage to the ship. That is a D12, so that doesn't count as a roll. And both attacks miss. So that is its turn. Illumia, that is your turn.
Okay. My last bardic inspiration. I had this prepared last time. Nope, that's a D100, so let's not do that.
No, that's for your attack roll.
8. It's only a 2. And start burning 3rd level spells. That's a Bane, so it's a DC 15 Charisma save. For my unsettling words, I just kind of call out, only pathetic creatures follow pathetic evildoers. I don't think of dragons as being pathetic. That's it.
Perfect. It failed. I got a 2.
Okay, it is baned.
Ah.
And then I am going to. I mean, I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity if I try to move past the tail or the claws, I'm assuming. So I.
There'd be doors down here. If you want to be down there
Doors?
instead.
Yeah, to go
That's
into the
what you're looking
basement
at?
for the escape pods.
Gotcha. Then I will go over to the door here and wait by it. And just-
Ish. When,
Be on the other side,
yeah, you need to be.
because you're on the
'Cause
higher
you're
bit where
up
the
right
wheel
now.
is.
aren't
You
I on
you
the
have enough
lower?
movement. No. This
No.
is where the wheel is, so it's up higher.
Yeah, right here. The next with the on the same level as the crystal.
Can I get?
Oh,
can I-
actually,
can I-
this back bit might be even higher.
Either way, we'll just for the sake of mechanic, we won't worry
Yeah,
about it
but
too
then,
much.
like,
You're,
it'd
you're,
be-
you're next to the door.
Yeah.
Like
I
that
think it
door
was-
to get down or there, and if it were higher, it'd still like be here, and like that's where the crystal is. So it still needs.
It might be like crystal top, and then wheel, and then middle deck.
This
So
thing's
where he
going
was
down.
would have
and
actually
we're
been-
about to be off of it anyway, so I'm by the door
Just
waiting.
want to make sure you're actually near the door.
My immersion.
Immersion.
And that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Soul.
Yeah.
He's a little bit weaker. Are we going for the escape pods or not?
I was just about to ask you if you believe we can even win this fight.
No.
I mean, it's not a matter of winning
That
the
does-
fight; it's a matter of surviving. We're above the city; we can bail. So I have this voice in my head that told me I can leave the ship now. My question was,
Reserving.
and I'm glad the goblin clarified for us that there weren't actually escape pods that explode through the bottom of the ship, because that would be fantastic to killing this dragon. But they're teleporters; they're not quite as exciting as drop pods from like Halo 2. Anyways,
Hello, what?
Does the dragon look hurt from the
No.
bit of damage we've thrown at it? Yeah. Okay.
Nah, man. What do you do? What do you mean?
um,
Then I would say reserving our strength
You're good, Tim.
would be ideal. And with that, I will. Which way?
If you go inside the ship, I will say you don't have to make the saving throw against the wind or the layer action of the stuff falling. There might be a different mechanic that you have to do depending if the ship takes any more damage. But going inside the ship will prepare you for the turn right away to abandon the ship.
Oh, going in the ship will prepare me right away. Okay. Then I will. Let's see if I can cast anything before just going in there. I guess yeah. I'll grab Illumeo, and Dimension Door inside the ship
Okay.
to bring him with me.
Wait, you're both besides one of the doors right now.
Is that a door?
Yeah.
What I'm on top of? Oh.
No, right
The
here
doors-
next to the goblin.
Yes.
We're not going to worry too much about the doors because I don't want to lose too much time about it. But
Yeah, I'll just do what I said. Yeah. Dimension Door in there. With
yeah,
him.
it's cooler that way. It's
Yeah.
cool points.
It's like, all right, yeah, we're getting
So
out of
wait,
here.
is that, or does he kill every door he goes through dimension door?
I don't believe in opening doors.
I'm so used to teleporting at the tower spire that I can't walk through doors anymore. I have to teleport.
You're just
It's
forgotten
beneath
that you have to
me.
actually open them.
Okay, so Illumio and Soul are below deck. Kane, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'll move up and try and blast the dragon's claws.
Perfect.
17 is a miss, right?
Correct. Yep, it's a 19 armor class.
Oof, that's a hit. for 10 points of damage. And wait, I sorry. I'm attacking like let's say the one just besides me. I'm guessing with repelling blast, I can like make it like lose grip of the
Knock
ship
its
with
hand
that
off.
one.
Let's see. I'm gonna make it roll a strength saving throw. It
Against what
loses, and
Alright.
it's so,
Alright.
and it detaches easily, so it doesn't ruin the ship some more.
All right, awesome. And wait, I was
And how much damage was that again? I'm sorry.
10.
Alright.
Awesome.
I have its health on a different page, so being the different mechanics.
I'll move, so I'm just beside the door. Lubio and Jay were right next to. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
bad with names.
So
And yeah, Soul. And that is my turn.
okay, on Talali's turn, all of you feel and you see the symbol of Theta appear like on your chest or maybe like on your palm. She's like, I have been watching all of you for a long time. I have marked you all so I can heal you when dire. And all of you are going to take 45 HP back as she casts a powerful mass cure wounds.
How does that work for me?
So that's going to she targets Lockheed, so just
Okay.
normal healing.
You said 45?
45. Yep, she rolled
Back
pretty
to
well.
full.
She rolled pretty well.
That's way
I'm
over
over
my
half.
health.
Back to full.
Not far off.
And TJ, it is your turn.
Question: how far up are we? We can see the ground, right?
You're about 1,000 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to jump?
So you can see the ground because
Right.
you would still.
Way down there.
Yep.
You still hear that one guy falling because it hasn't been a minute.
Looking at Yanrick, are you gonna? What's your plan?
I think we're gonna take the chance to get down to the city and leave the ship. I don't think we're beating this dragon.
All right. Well, let's go then, and then I'm gonna maneuver my way not too far. Does this thing have attack? No, I don't even know. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna hold my. Can I hold my action to dash?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll hold my action to dash until
Yes.
Yanrick
I'm
is
so
moving
rusty.
in the right direction
Okay.
and passes me.
There's a door closer to him up at the front here.
Well, then I'm gonna go over this way, and I will just wait right here, waiting for him. I'm gonna take a swing at this thing, because why not?
Yeah.
And then once Yanrick gets moving, I'll follow behind him.
Perfect.
Going down swinging. Sugar, we're going down swinging.
Whoa! Hey!
Oh,
I did it. Does it hit?
It does. 19.
Okay. Yeah. 13 damage.
13 damage.
And then one more.
another
That
one.
was trash, so
You can't be too happy, Alex.
okay, yeah, apparently I'm gonna maintain a neutral.
Yeah.
Excellent. I've hit. Very good.
And that's Lockheed's turn.
Okay. Well, okay, two logistical questions. One, will Lockheed fit into one of these things?
No.
Okay. And then two, is there anything about the quality of land below that would implore me to take one of these?
It's if you take one of the escape pods, you get to the ground safely. It's like you're being casted Misty Step to the ground.
Oh, so it's like instantaneous.
Yep.
Okay.
You go like that, and you're done with that.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. I'll look between the goblins. You sure you want to go down with the ship?
Yeah. The one back here. Nope. Still trying to get away.
This one over here?
All the way in
the
the back,
corner?
back by
Oh,
Kane.
in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can keep the dragon distracted. It's better that
They
he doesn't
can't
attack
fit
you on the
in.
ground.
Yeah. I kind of want us to just jump off and I'll cast Featherfall before we hit the bottom, but
You can do it that way, too.
instant Misty
Big,
Step is
very sweet.
pretty nice,
Yeah.
right? Instant Misty Step is pretty nice. Okay, I will run to the back. I have like 50 feet of movement. I assume I can
There's a
just
door
make it.
right here, too, up at the front.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I'll just call out. Anyone who wants to live, just jump off the ship. I'll get you when I'm at the bottom. And I'll run inside. I will use my action to get out of Lockheed, and then my bonus action to shrink Lockheed.
Okay.
And hopefully with my next turn I'll be able to get into the thing and go.
Yeah. Perfect. All right, that is the end of the turn initiative order. So I believe only Yanrick and TJ are up at the top.
I'm still up, but I'm good.
Okay. So then
yeah,
the
I'm
3 of
at the
you,
back.
I need you to give me the wind comes through one more time.
Yep.
I need a dex save of a 19 this time, as it's a little stronger. But you feel empowered by Thalali's healing word that you can do it with advantage.
All right, let me just roll again. And yes.
Hey, that advantage paid off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Advantage did not pay off, but I saved already on my own. Fortunately.
That's awesome. And we're missing TJ, right?
Yep.
Right. Oh my goodness.
You get advantage.
Roll again.
All right, I'm trying to write while we're doing this.
Not that one, at least.
Yeah.
Not in that one. It's still under 9 or under
So
10.
you're going to take 24 fire damage, and you are pushed 10 feet back as this one comes through. Kane, give me a saving throw for the ship.
Yep.
Push back which direction?
Just 10
back.
feet back, so towards the tail. The ship saves, so it only takes the 24 fire damage. But you hear the ship creak and start to fall apart a little bit more, and you see the back mass actually cracks and falls off as it's hit its next damage mark, and the ship really starts to slow down. You have a chance of the engine starting to explode. And that's the top of the initiative order. So, Yannick.
And the engine is the giant magical crystals, right?
Yep.
Look at that. That's not good.
You see it start to crack at the top, and raw
I'm not
magic
good with this type of
starts shooting out.
stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's not good.
the
As I
goblin
have a
captain
hand on
next
the
to you
door.
goes, "Yeah, I've seen worse. It's gotten worse." He's steering the ship. So, Yannick, that's your turn.
Okay, it is time to get out of here and get
Get out of
deck.
Dodge.
Yeah,
Perfect. Are you just
and
going
that
to book it
triggers
for the...
TJ's. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
right next to the door, so that should trigger TJ's held dash.
Yep.
No, I changed it. I attacked instead.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, then in that case, I will. I will dash over there and grab TJ and drag him in the door with me.
Okay.
Because there's a door over here, right?
Yeah. Yep. There's a door by the...
That'll I'll do that. Make sure we both get down.
Perfect. And then just to save time, Kane, you're going in the...
Yep, at the back.
Okay, with all of you in, you all see each other on the ground floor as you get to the escape pods. You step on the circles and you poof, 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 to the bottom, and that's where we'll take our break. So then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Right now you're just gonna look at the same map, but I'll start the music here. You all appear on the ground of this abandoned town, and it is you've already gone through that abandoned harbor town where it seemed like people just left, but this is an abandoned town filled with death. There's corpses and, well, skeletons, like far gone corpses. There's clear destruction. There is clear wear and tear of like an army living here, an army invading. Buildings are collapsed. TJ, your foot stands on something and you kind of lift it up and you see a doll, just like a kid's doll, with part of its arm ripped off, some of the cotton kind of sitting there. This is a destroyed town.
This reminds me of a scene in Mulan. Very tragic.
Very tragic story. Illumio, can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Is he standing 10 feet close to me? Within 10
Yeah,
feet?
yeah. You guys kind of landed next to each other.
It's not gonna make
You
a
get
difference.
+3.
13.
Lumio, for a moment, you start to lose consciousness. But then you're able to kind of sturdy yourself. And you hear a click inside your metal exterior. And a recording starts to play. Very quick. Actually, never mind. Your recording starts to play. So, I changed my mind. Testing. This is recording 1. This is testing of my own device. I have designed this small machine. Its name is the Intelligent Lyrical and Logistic Unit for Memory, Entertainment, and Observation. I am excited for this small machine to record my observations of this town. This once great town known as Vaythorn, where the mother was born, or born into our realm. It is with great opportunity that I have been invited here. I am excited to read and study the town and what drove them to madness. Apparently, they all started to kill each other. And I want to understand why. This is where Karis, the great evil that was defeated only 5 days ago, was here. I am excited. Once again, this is recording by Lord. And then this is where I was going to ask Alex, how do you pronounce your character's last name? I couldn't figure it out.
Odorum.
Odorum.
I honestly also don't know because Tim pronounced it before I ever pronounced it. And
Okay,
he
fair enough.
told me how to say it.
This is Grand Lord Onorum.
Is that it? Honorum?
Onorum. Yeah.
Onorum.
Okay, got it.
This is Grand Lord Onorum. First recording. And then you hear a click as it turns off.
Do we all hear that?
Did
Yes.
we hear that?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
That echoes out of, just like This is like just like Illumio telling one of his old stories, but it's not his voice.
Is it my father or my grandfather?
You don't know anyone like you don't know any of your family members called your immediate family. You
Pops.
remember hearing from your grandfather about his dad who researched a abandoned town. So you believe this is your great grandfather.
Great grandpappy.
I
Oh,
just put my hand on TJ's shoulder and just kind of like I look down and kind of like clutch my chest a bit. Do I see anything at all? Like there's no glowing coming
Nope.
from me or anything. It was just that sound
No.
and the recording and everything. Do I
Yeah.
still feel like lightheaded?
No, you feel good. You were able to save against it, so you feel fine.
Okay. TJ,
Lumia, what was that?
I think I might be for the first time ever in my existence speechless.
But that was grandpops.
Oh,
Not like my grandfather, but like grandpops, like his father. So like my father's father, grandpops. He wanted to be called Grandmaster Pops apparently, but I think he passed before I ever used the word, so grandpops it is.
You know that there's no recording of how your grandpops died.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he died because there was nothing recorded, but I mean,
can I? So Lumio right now internally is struggling with this being the first time that anything like this has happened to him before, and is not verbally saying anything, but internally trying to conjure a memory, trying to understand what it was that he just heard. Is there anything that I can get from this internally at all?
Give me a. Let's see. You can give me a insight, a arcana, or a history check, whichever is your strongest.
Okay, insight. 18.
You, as far as your existence, have never heard this recording. You've never known this about this recording. And you tried to like almost like you tried to trigger it again. But nothing happens.
The place that was mentioned in the recording, what was it again?
Vaythorn, the town you're in.
Okay. All right.
You would recognize that name, Soul, because of the little bit of books that have been salvaged from the Swallowed Lands about the great rise of the Mother 220 years ago.
I look around at the town around us and just kind of take in the sights and kind of like look down at where I'm standing to try to recall. I take a few steps backwards and then forwards again to see if it will trigger again.
It does not. Nope.
Okay. I didn't think it was going to, but and look around at the rest of the group and finally back at TJ. Do any of you know anything about this? I know that we have a very important mission ahead of us, but this is something literally close to my heart and
Well,
DJ's.
well, looking around, are there like buildings and stuff, like burned out buildings?
Yeah, there's burned
Like
up
a whole
buildings,
town,
crumpled
right?
ones. There's some of them that are like kind of still standing, but maybe half the building has collapsed. Like this looks like a old beat up town, right?
Maybe there's a point of interest somewhere that will trigger something else.
That is
Got a
a
point.
fantastic idea. TJ, did you know that your great grandfather constructed grandpops constructed me?
I thought you was constructed when I was a lad. I didn't know you was older than that.
Neither did I. I also.
Do you even remember when you came online the first time?
I don't quite remember. No.
Lumio, this is something we should dig into.
Well, we're literally standing on the verge of what could be the end of the world, and this has been dropped on me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, but I mean, if we don't look now, I just feel like the window is closing that we might find out after the fact. Almost as if there was like a final recording coming for us imminently, like within a session or two of us hanging out and adventuring again.
I just look to the rest of the group. Anything? From anyone? I know it's strained and it's probably, I mean, we only just met a few weeks ago, but does anyone, and I would look at Erwin in this moment, obviously.
I would look at Erwin also. As you do it, I like look right at Erwin also. You know things about building stuff.
Erwin, right. With I, there are magical ways that can trigger spells, wardings. Um, Perhaps there's a gear in you or something that has a ward that triggers when it gets here.
Do I still have the dagger?
You do. Yep.
Can I, as we're talking, can I pull it out and look to see which?
Yeah, the dagger. It's glowing and beeping more than it. Well, not beeping, but it's pulsing more than it's ever pulsed. And it's towards the north, and you kind of bring it to the center of town because you're kind of still on the outskirts. And it really starts pulsing that direction to the center of town.
There's some sort of like landmark or anything in that direction?
Yeah, you're kind of looking through, and you see there is a well, like a center town well in the center of town.
Well, Dagger says we've got to go that way. Maybe on the way,
Well,
we check out some of these buildings and see if anything else triggers. Like, the bigger ones or, man, this thing is pulsing so much. I feel like it's one of them things that the courtesans would have in the brothels, if I heard of. But other than that, I just...
TJ, you've
Find
never
it
been
per-
at a brothel before?
No, I've never been in one, but, at the taverns and stuff, people be talking loud and, just
Rowdy
listen.
and all that, of course.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep our eyes peeled and head for that well.
Lumio, we're gonna sort it out, mate.
I hope so.
No, we will. I'm telling you. As my hero's promise to you.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder again in more of an emphatic, and just Lumio doesn't smile, but he is beaming with radiance and happiness right now. I've longed to hear you refer to yourself as a hero for quite some time. I'm proud of you, my friend.
Well, if I'm gonna be a hero, I'm gonna be a hero to the one person that deserves a hero more than anybody else, and that's you.
We are the heroes we see inside of ourselves. Let's go.
TJ looks at himself real quick. I can't look inside myself though.
It's internal reflection. Come on, we've been working on this. Let's go.
Like a mirror, and then I just start following him.
And Thalia speaks up. Well, remember, you're the hero that Theda, the goddess of mercy, has picked. So believe in yourself.
Oh, right. Wow. I feel like I need a mirror. I can look in my mouth.
Oh, there's
inside.
literally puddles on the ground.
Oh, and I stop over and I just open my mouth and try to look inside my. I see it, I think. What's that? I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Let's go. Come on. My head's starting to hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
and you guys start to head into town. Is there anything anyone else is trying to do at this moment?
Am I still guiding, or is it the guiding is done since we're here?
Yeah, you're kind of here. Like no one's ever set foot into the town, so it was more just you're kind of guiding because you know the area and because Oda wanted to make sure that someone of the Riddell Empire is here to help.
Uh, I'm kind of worried. So since last time we were so close to the mother, I'll try and summon one of my echoes just to see if I'm able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
very quick. Let me. There you go. Okay. Who do you try to summon?
you know what? Since we're trying like history stuff, and I'll go with where is he? Gendry, the wizard.
Okay. Um, Gendry appears. Um, no problem appears, but he looks like depressed.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
He looks depressed and he goes, There's so much death here. I don't know why, but I can see it as if it's happening now. As some sort of vision.
I mean, you're able to see what happened here, what killed all those people.
Yes, but not completely. And he walks over to you and he puts his hand on you and you're snapped. And for a moment, it's almost like your mind is being flooded with these memories and you are seeing just a town go mad. You're seeing people um, hacking at each other. Um, you're seeing people who look like maybe they're brothers related. One's like killing the other one, like they are, but they look like they look just like those rats from before. The purple eyes, just filled with rage and destruction. And as you're seeing through this vision, you turn to where the well would be, and you see the mother standing next to the well. And then you snap back and you're back to this where you are now.
And she's not at the well anymore. It's just
No,
in the
no, it
vision.
seems like she was part of that vision.
Yeah, all right. Uh, I think what happened here is the same that happened with those rat men that we first met. They're being they were mind controlled by the mother to go on a rampage and kill each other.
Cause the death that she wants.
Yeah.
Before we start moving, I'm gonna stop. Guys,
Wait a minute.
as I reach a hand into a pouch I have, and um, I've I've been I've been Chris knows I've been struggling thinking about this, but hearing that Illumia, you can't remember from your past or before TG even, it kind of makes sense. I'm kind of trying to put some loose pieces together here to form some sort of story, but I, I can't figure it out on my own. I don't see any other way other than sharing this. And if what happened here was that the mother made everyone fight each other, that might explain it. TJ, this affects you and your family a bit, I guess. I have an idea there, but your great grandfather, he was here to research this place, and Illumio was made here, or at least brought to life here, and was here before but doesn't remember it. I I was given something back when we were taken into the dagger. Um, we told you we met. He called himself Brittle. We met the deceiver there. Um, he gave me something in secret as we left, a note, and it was a warning that the it ends with the mother's chains are not easily broken or reforged, but the main thing there is that he warns that Illumio, you somehow contain the key to the mother's freedom. And I've been struggling with whether that meant you were going to betray us, but if you can't remember, then maybe it's something from before that you can't remember anymore. And if that's the case, then it wouldn't be you. But I'm worried that if we go and we're not prepared, there could be something could happen, and she could make you go crazy or reassert influence over you. If TJ, your great grandfather, was here, grandpops, if he was here, maybe she influenced him and put something on or in Illumio, or made him go crazy so that he would do it, and maybe that's why you can't remember, because he didn't want, or he or she didn't want you to know or to remember. Um, that maybe there's something in you that could free her if it's brought back here. Um, I hesitated to bring this up, but now that there's the chance that it's not you, but something out of your control, I don't see any other way other than sharing this. I'm inexperienced. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to try and shoulder this secret on my own. TJ, I'm sorry for not sharing this with you earlier, but I didn't know what it would mean. But hearing what we've just heard, it could be that it's out of his control, out of their control. But I needed to let everybody know this. Whether Brittle to be trusted or not, I think he earned our trust. But it was still a warning he gave with ultimately his dying actions.
What I think the key to her freedom might be, it's not what actions he might take, might more be related to his family, since his grandpops is studying here. Maybe something bound itself to his family, and that's
Yeah, no,
how.
I'll pull out the note so I could read it word for word and show you guys. It says, Yonric, beware, Illumio carries the key to the mother's freedom. Guard her trust, for her chains are not easily reforged. From Brittle. Illumio carries the key to the mother's freedom.
And I take a step towards Yanrick. What is it that you were given? Just a piece of information.
A warning? Yeah.
We were with Brittle for a few hours.
2 weeks, technically?
We were with Brittle for a few hours, and he did gain our trust. We've been together for several weeks, and we've done nothing but build trust together. And as inexperienced as you are, you felt the need to observe for all this time, to judge for yourself whether or not I was safe to travel with.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to figure out what you meant.
That's what you said. I'm asking if that's what you did.
No. I mean, we were all new to the group together. I was being a bit wary of everyone. I just was trying to figure out what he meant. I was trying to see what he could have been warning me about if he made the effort to pass this note along. I was just trying to make sense of it, to figure it out. And now that we know that you don't remember, it's not you. It wouldn't have been you. That's why I'm sharing this now.
And I greatly appreciate that you are. What troubles me isn't that I didn't know, but that information may be right. I wish we'd had the information sooner, but I understand your caution. But at the same time, with the stakes as high as they are, if I am the key to setting the mother free, then perhaps I can't help defeat her after all.
I don't
No.
know.
It could
I only
be.
I only shared it because of the recording that played out of you as soon as we got here. It shook me a bit. That you
should
have
be a
some
riddle.
sort of connection.
It shook you a bit. That's...
Yeah, because you have some sort of connection to this place, and it gave some credibility to the warning.
You know, if I were human or flesh and blood, I think things might be a bit different. But I've always seen myself as expendable as soon as my mission was completed. And it's not, as of yet. But I believe that what I've just experienced is trauma. Because I learned something new about myself, who my creator was, and that I existed earlier than I originally assumed. And then am told that I hold the key to unleash the most evil thing that this universe has ever seen, the creator of it, in fact, back upon itself. This is quite the quandary.
Well, just because you hold a key doesn't mean you have to use the key, right? So maybe Grandpops thought it would be best secured within you, but that doesn't mean that you're going to suddenly turn on us and use it. I mean, you put something in a chest for safekeeping. He trusted you, entrusted you with a key because he never thought you would use it because you are not that kind of person.
We're walking towards the well still right now?
Yeah,
Is that,
yep.
So this is
I
conversation.
figured that you guys are kind of, unless you say you've stopped.
Yeah, I had intended to stop and before.
Okay,
we move
then
on
yeah,
and
you aren't
address
walking
this.
to the well.
Okay. I take off my cape, and
Not the cape of billowing.
I like unscrew the feather that's on the top of the poofy thing on the top of my head. I take off my pack, and I empty its contents on the ground. And I stand there wearing nothing. I'm obviously the armor. Am I wearing armor?
Technically, a
He's
warforged.
naked.
The armor
Rubber
becomes
Dawn
part
is
of you.
hanging out.
Right. I'm not wearing armor. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
yeah,
Leather armor.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's
so I
like
don't-
integrated into you.
Right. I don't
Yeah.
like take off that stuff, and I'm not going to unattune, but I want to make sure that there's nothing on me that might be hiding something. And then I want to examine the front of myself to see whether or not there is a way to open my body.
What?
Because I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure what you just said to TJ that he needs to live within himself might actually apply to you right now.
Well, right, but what? Don't get it out. What are you doing?
The note said that I carry the key. And I think that Brittle, in his jovial, jester-like self that he was or is, was speaking metaphorically. And you, TJ, have now referenced multiple times that perhaps what it was that I was imbued with or given is within myself. And if I can't access it through memory or thinking, perhaps it's something physical. Like
Right,
the
but what-
dagger.
Maybe you're the key.
Well, why would you get it out?
What if the key was the friends we made along the way?
Am I successful in finding anything on myself?
Give me a perception check. And everyone else can give me a perception check too if you're going to help.
Yeah.
Can I
Not yet.
like be more
can I give a
close and like
performance check to
investigate
actively-
instead?
That's a
I
natural
want to try
one.
to. I don't want him to.
What
Someone else can.
It's
Someone
an
else can give
awkward
him the
angle.
help action if you want to give him advantage instead. What were you asking, Alex? And then I'll come to you, Jay. What were you asking?
I don't want them to look for it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're
So you
trying to
could
distract.
give me a performance check or a deception check, whatever you want, in a way to maybe distract them. Jay, what was your question?
I was asking if I can just get like up close and like be more personal, not touching obviously, but like like investigating and compared to like just looking with and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You go ahead and give me a Arcana check, Jay, being more of a wizard.
More of a wizard, just straight up a wizard.
Yes.
More of an arcane scholar.
Um,
Uh,
Erwin will give you the help action since he can't roll, just because that's.
Okay.
Give me or you mean
I'm sorry, Tim.
For
Illumio.
For Tim, for Illumio.
Okay, Illumio, you do a quick skim of yourself, and you've seen yourself like this before. You don't find anything out of the norm. Kane and Yanrick, because TJ rolled performance lower than you guys, and Soul, you can decide if you are distracted or respect TJ's like wishes. Or actually, let me do this. TJ, what are you going to try to do exactly to maybe influence them?
So, as everyone starts to look, TJ will step up and be like, "No, we don't. So we don't need to find it. You you don't need to look for the key if it's going to do something like that. We don't need to know. It's entrusted in Illumio. We don't need to find it or get it out. It's in him, but we just protect Illumio and nothing happens to him. It won't get out. We don't want to look for it. We don't know if something could happen where you pull it out and all of a sudden her minions are upon us. It's like this beacon that draws them. We don't need to do that. It was put in Illumio because he's the most trustworthy sword I've ever known. And that's that Grandpops did it for a reason. You trust in Grandpop. It was called a Grandmaster. It's not just some, Jane Goodall type, doing weird things. He's stand up.
Yeah, I didn't bring this up because I just wanted everyone to know so that we could keep an eye out and be ready to act if something happened, if Illumio was targeted or something triggers in him that we need to deal with, so we're not caught off guard.
Exactly.
I never wanted to I don't know.
There's no doubt being cast on the character of Illumio. Nothing's going to happen that's going to make him turn coat. Grandpops entrusted some sort of key inside of him. Fine. I trust my grandpops and I trust Illumio. I'll keep Illumio safe.
The rest of you, with TJ's words, do you follow through with your investigation? I'll let
If
you decide.
if Illumio seems to keep looking for it, yeah, I'll keep looking, but if not, I'll stop.
I've let TJ say what he's saying and what Yanrick just responded with, and lock eyes with TJ, and don't say a word for now. And I lean down and pick up my feather thing, screw it back on while I maintain
Your
eye contact.
panache.
And I pick up my cape and I put it on, and my bag. Thank God Erwin is back.
Yeah. We'll give you a quick catch up in a second here.
I just continue staring at TJ, and if the other guys who were stepping up to try and help, I just kind of put up a hand for a moment. TJ, do you know more than you're letting on?
I don't know nothing, but what I do know is that you are a Lumio. You've been my brother since I could remember what that word meant. There's never been anybody that I've trusted more in my life with anything. And if Grandpops trusted you, it's only more reason for me to trust you. I have no doubt in my mind that you will turn on us at any point. I don't care what kind of thing this brittle fella. Brittle, it doesn't even sound strong, all right? Like, that's the definition of weak, brittle. I don't know him, and I don't trust no notes from him. You are my brother. There's no question that nothing's gonna happen to you, and you ain't gonna use no key to unleash no mum or whatever else it is.
I'm grateful for your words, my friend, my brother, as well as I do see you that way, but what's being called into question here isn't my character and whether or not my name is being sullied in some way. The implications of what we were just told are so far-reaching beyond anything we'd ever thought of before. If your grandfather created me, and I am indeed, or hold, carry, or have embedded within myself some key that unlocks or unleashes the mother, and I wasn't tampered with from the time of creation onwards, that means your great-grandfather, Grandpops, created, sealed away a key designed to unleash the mother. What does that mean?
What? How do you know he created it?
He might have found it here while he was
Might have found
researching and hid it away.
Am I mistaken? Didn't the recording say that he created this small thing? Yada yada yada. Didn't he say
Created a small recording device.
he installed a recording device?
No, created a small recording device to record his observations while studying.
Okay, so I misunderstood and thought that it was saying that he created me as this small recording device. That's what I was getting from that.
That could be. All he said was, I have created this small device named Illumio, right, was the abbreviation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah,
that
okay,
you don't
okay.
it hasn't expanded anything more. So you don't.
Yeah, we don't know if that turned into you, if that's just embedded in you, or what, or if that was you.
So, I don't think I'm wrong in saying that Erwin would be having a very large role to play in this conversation right now, like a very, very large role in this conversation.
Absolutely.
So he needs to be caught
quick
up
catch-up time.
immediately.
Yep.
All right, we landed. Death and destruction everywhere. Quick side note: Felix's Echo shared a vision with him of what happened at the town. All the people went crazy. They had the purple eyes like the rats did, and they were all killing each other like brother killing brother, and the mother was in the middle at the well watching. The knife is, by the way, pointing to that well. That's where we need to go. Other big thing happened was, as basically almost right as soon as we touched down, a recording played from within Illumio that was a voice recording of what turned out to be TJ's great-grandfather.
Grandpops.
Yep,
Just
Grandpops.
Lord
Lord Onorom.
Chris, can you
Uh,
reread what
he-
the abbreviation was and what he referred to his small recording device that he had
Yep.
created?
Yes, he recorded. Let me find it here. The Intelligent Lyrical and Logistic Unit for Memory, Entertainment, and Observation.
So, voice recording of
I was proud of that.
Grandpops,
That's very
great,
good.
That's
great
really
Lord
good.
Onorom, that he was here. He made this device to record his findings because he's in this place as a researcher not long after, the deceiver, Brittle, who we ended up meeting, had been defeated after the mother's incursion in the mortal plane. So he was here to research, and that was basically the end of the first log, was that he was here to research things. Hearing all of this, I bring up that I was given a note when we were in the Dagger, and we had met that guy, the deceiver, who went by Brittle. He was Bones at the time. He gave me a note as we were leaving that I hadn't shared yet that said, Illumio, guard your trust, Illumio holds the key to the mother's freedom, and her chains are not easily reforged. So warning me that somehow thing, and now I've brought it up, saying, oh, well, if he doesn't remember, it's not something he would do, so I need everybody to know that this is what was said, that there was this warning, and now we've been debating on how to proceed. TJ is arguing for it's fine, we protect Illumio, and he's not going to betray us. I was merely bringing up that we need to watch out and be ready to act if something were to happen. And Illumio is having a bit of an existential crisis.
Just a bit.
As you do.
Just a tad bit,
Very much.
as one does. That's the.
Did
clip
you get
notes.
all that? There was just a lot of info that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
and
got it.
Illumio got naked.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Robo
Except for
dogs
the
everywhere.
So
Yeah.
when I heard the recording, I looked around the town. I was like flabbergasted and basically was speechless for a short time. I looked around at the group and was asking, does anyone know, like, what does this mean? Has anybody heard of this before? It's kind of a ridiculous question for me to ask of the group, not knowing, like, we've only known each other for a few weeks. But if anybody knows anything, has any information, and you weren't here for me to ask
Right.
that, obviously.
Now, Chris, I know something, but have I ever heard this kind of information before?
So what I said as Erwin was that you do know that spells can trigger, certain things can unlock. You deduced that potentially there is a ward on something that triggered that recording being based on location.
Yeah. That I kind of figured that, less about that and more just about, have I heard anything about some kind of golem holding a key to some kind of divine power?
Nope. The only thing you would know is what you just asked me. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, other than what Chris said for me, I don't have words.
Okay. I was afraid of that.
I have something, but if he's already having an existential crisis, Erwin has a little bit of social awareness.
Just enough.
Owen, your family, creators of constructs, never heard of anything like this before. The most renowned family for creating constructs.
I mean, not that I've heard, and maybe my folks hid something from me, but unfortunately, they've been very caught up in trying to catch up to another family's inventions. Not really focused on the law.
Who's the other family?
You ever stop and wonder why I hate the owner rooms so much?
I didn't know you hated
At
them.
least when we first started traveling. TJ got under my skin a lot. It took 2 weeks for me to start tolerating him, and the rest of you were gone. I don't know. Maybe that's just generational rather than something that I actually feel. Might just be more of a feeling that I have from being told I should feel that way. I don't know. When you're this close to death, you're forced to grapple with some of these things. The mother puts her hand through my skull.
Deadpool and Wolverine just
But
We've dallied enough. Owen, I don't know that you and I are going to get to have the conversation that I've been waiting for. And I feel like I've gone through many stages of change over these last few weeks. And I'm getting to question my own sanity. But we must press on. Time is of the essence. The city we just came from is probably utterly destroyed at this point. And as will be the rest of mankind if we don't do what we were set on doing upon our decision to take up this universe-saving adventure. I myself will see us to the end. And should I, and I look around at the rest of the group, including, and rest on TJ, should I become this mysterious key, I trust that from one brother to another that you will know what to do.
Absolutely.
And then I look at Erwin, and if he can't, I know you will.
I will save you.
I'm counting on it. And I turn and I walk away towards the well.
Give her a glance, like a look. Don't you hurt him, or I will hurt you. And then I'm gonna follow Illumio.
you're dumb as rocks. You don't even know what you're hurting.
Not that dumb.
Perfect. As you all get to the well, by the way, Eric, thank you for bringing that up. This entire time,
Yeah.
I thought you forgot about it.
Oh no, I've been waiting.
I'm just like, all right.
No, I've been waiting for that moment.
Perfect.
Essentially.
I'm a big I gave you that in secret. It's not my job to bring it up after I've given it
Yeah.
to you.
Uh-huh.
That was a good pull though. Eric was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, that was.
Let
I
me
was
roll this out right.
Sounds like a good time for some intrigue.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want to get messed up in the heads?
I have to have something in my pocket.
Perfect. Well, as you get to the well, Illumio, give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm glad Jason's here for this one. You missed some really, really good stuff. I'm sorry. I know, I hope Raven's okay.
He's better now.
That's good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He is rattled. He's rattled.
I rolled a nat 1, and then a 3, and now a 2.
As you get to the well, you hear that click, and you lock up and fall forward.
I'll catch him.
Okay, perfect. Well, we won't make you roll. You catch him. He kind of locks up for a moment, and there's grinding, and then he freezes. Illumio, you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Oof.
Wow.
And you
Okay.
hear Re- recording 2, I I have found weird scribbles in the buildings, in in some of the mines that they have worked. It seems like it did not happen in a single night. The madness started and creeping in. I have noted this observation with the other observers here. There is a fine fellow from the Riddell Empire, um, and my good friend. She is a great friend, Stella Laststone. She, of course, looking more into some of their technology that was perceived, but and trying to find any lost artifacts left behind by the mother. I, of course, am here not as an inventor, but as a studier of the people. It seems though it started with the church up the hill. That is where everything seemed to start. My apprentice, on the other hand, he seems to think otherwise and thinks that it started with people wanting more, other wildly observations that have no basis. I hear him murmuring to himself in his sleep. He is not well studied, but I must take an apprentice, and so I have chosen him. So be it. To the church, and the recording stops.
Okay. As TJ catches Illumio, I will flick the coin and turn Lockheed into Lockheed again because he wasn't up this whole time. Because I had to get into the thing. Okay. Look. This is all coming really fast, and I need to be upfront, whether it's just for you or for everybody else here. Illumio, what I do know, I don't know anything about any
awake?
key.
Yes, you're back awake. I apologize.
Okay. What I do know, I don't know anything about any key. What I do know is that you are the strongest magical core in the whole world. Okay? And the Onorome family invented you years ago, and my family has been trying to catch up to you and their invention for years. Lockheed is supposed to be you, and he's not. Because we cannot replicate you. We cannot replicate you, okay? So you need to get it together, because you're one of a kind, and you have to pick yourself up.
I have to get myself together.
Super insensitive.
I literally
Insensitive.
almost just fell flat on my face. If I had, I'd be picking myself back up. Thankfully, I have a brother here who caught me before I hit the ground. But it isn't that I don't appreciate what I am. I'm thankful, grateful, and utterly amazed at my own creation, although I don't completely understand it, which is why I asked you, a person who is supposed to be an expert on these things, whether or not you understand what's happening to me. Because I don't. I literally exist in this shell. I am apparently a person standing before you, not understanding where I came from, and I'm trying to put the pieces together. And I'm sorry that your family and you are jealous that they couldn't catch up to the amazing, wonderful creation that is apparently myself. But what I will say is that in the recording that we just heard, The craziness continues as we go up the hill towards the church. We can stand here and argue with each other about whose creation is best and who's best and all that.
I don't care about that anymore. I was jealous. I was. It's been almost a month now. I honestly hate myself more now for it. Okay? I have to get that off my chest. I don't know that we're going to live. Alright? And maybe it's the human in me. As much of a dick as I can be sometimes. Maybe there's just a chance that I don't want to die with regrets. And this is just something I had to get off of my chest before my inevitable end. I'm piloting an unstable 500-pound machine. It's inevitable.
I think he likes you now, Lumio.
I told you.
You very quick. Erwin, as you kind of think about it, you know that all Warforged, their core starts to destabilize after 50 years and deteriorate. Most Warforged are decommissioned after 50 years.
I'm not going to tell him that.
But just to allude to potentially something that has been changed. Maybe this is Cortana. I don't know.
I told you recently that I fully expected all of us to perish on this mission, but not before being successful in what we were trying to achieve. What I promised you was that all of our names would go down in history as heroes. That was my initial, original design and construction. That's the purpose of my being brought into existence. Specifically TJ, but I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to include all of you because we've all become a family in these last few weeks. Your legacy may not be important to you, but it's important to me. And the one thing I have not said is that I'm sorry.
For what?
I don't really know. I'm sorry for how you feel. I'm sorry for how I've made you feel. But we're all learning this together. Did I hear the recording?
Yes. Yep. You woke up almost immediately, like after passing.
Gotcha. When this is all said and done, and I've ensured that TJ's name is written in the stars, you can have this core, for what it's worth. I was designed for one purpose. It's to make this man a hero.
I would die 3 times over before I let my folks get their grubby little mitts on it.
I didn't say I would give it to your folks. I said I would give it to you. And maybe, once this is all said and done, maybe I'm the one who's not still here. But maybe the core will be. And I hope, and I look at TJ and pray for all of us, that you make it out alive. To see to it that you are able to surpass your family. Now, we have a church ahead of us, and I believe it is dangerous.
Erwin, the recording said your family name. That the person with Lord Onorum was from.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
The Laststone family, that they were from the Redel Empire. Do you know any more?
Just a correction. There was a gentleman from the Riddell Empire, and then there was also another observer, Stella Laststone. So just
okay.
Did he name the apprentice?
He did not name the apprentice.
No, he did not.
No, that'll be in the next recording after.
Yeah, that'll be
crazy and turns on them. Um,
Um,
I,
yeah,
I-
that'll be my grandmother. Gnomes, they live a little longer, and as I'm talking, I'll start mounting into Lockheed.
do you know anything? Then it was only your grand. Did she say anything about do you know what happened here? Then did she return from this place? Is she alive? Did she tell stories? Is there anything else that you know as we
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
as we walk into this?
You know that Stella Laststone survived, returned home. You could potentially say you never met her because she was older as an observer here. She was a bit older. But you know, in her final years, she still talked about the missing artifacts.
And no names, just a general set of artifacts.
Yeah, like she, it seemed
Could
that her
it
memory.
was it almost maddening?
Yes.
Almost
The
like
the
there
ramblings
was
of a
right.
failing memory.
Okay,
and-
yeah. I mean, I don't know much.
Well,
She was.
Well, you talk very quick.
Yeah.
Soul, give me also a Constitution saving throw. We'll come to that in a second, but finish.
Oh, because he is.
She
from the
was-
Empire.
very, very old. I mean, I only met her when I was a child, and all I remember is her rambling on and on and on and on and on about some general set of artifacts. It wasn't anything specific, no gauntlets, no cores, no anything, just some overarching missing piece that may have solved her puzzle. But she died long ago, and honor to her name, but I honestly couldn't care less.
Okay. Then we wait for another recording as we push forward.
Perfect. As you start to push forward, Soul, you are from the Riddell Empire. You know the weight of the mother. You know the blight. And as you feel yourself pushed to this church, it's been a long time since you've heard her whispers that all Riddell Empire people can hear. And you just hear in the back of your head, "You're getting warmer." And then that's all you hear. But you don't suffer anything. You just hear, and you still hear like distant whispers, like where it doesn't really, like you can't make up in any of the words.
As we're walking, I would like to cast Longstrider on myself.
Okay.
I will cast
Counter spell.
I will cast Enlarge on myself. And this is as we're walking, theoretically, if I have like a minute.
Yeah. Yep. You
and I
see
will-
a church on the top of the hill, like you kind of just see a symbol, so it's gonna be a minute walk.
Okay, yeah, and I will pump a second level Cure Wounds into me.
Okay.
Jay was
That's-
about to
Guys-
say something before you started talking.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you know. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. Jeez.
The mother said you're
Make up a
getting
new
warm.
thing.
Yeah.
It seems that we're going the right way. I mean, we already knew that, but unless one of you are playing a prank on me, and I look at Illumeo, I would think that they're expecting us.
You just have these sensations?
No, I just heard a voice tell me that I'm getting warmer. I don't think they were speaking specifically about me unless they were, and then I'm a bit more concerned about that. But I presume they meant it as we're getting warmer as we make our way to the church.
As we're getting closer to the church and Erwin is doing his thing, I think Eric was about to say something as well, but I also have something to say. So, but Eric was about.
Yep.
I was just gonna say, guys, we're kind of going into something big here, and we've been doing fight after fight, and we haven't had a chance to rest. I don't know if I have enough to do what we need to do. And I don't know if we have time to rest. And I looked at Tali. Is there anything we can do?
I do not know. The dragon is probably still out here. The mother's army is going to return shortly. It's assuming that the Riddell Empire has fallen, or their forces, not the Empire as a whole. But I think we need to get to this church, and maybe we can seek shelter somewhere in there. I don't think we should be in the open.
Yeah.
Is that the only standing building, or like what seems to be the only?
You're not
standing structure?
close enough to the church yet to tell like how standing it is. But like, yeah, everything else wouldn't provide you any sort of like security.
Chris,
Yeah.
can I insight check her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Total 18. What I'm looking for is like, obviously we know that we have to go to the church, right?
Mhm.
But being like, we should seek shelter in the church. It's the best cover that we have. Feels a little bit like we're being led into something, right? I'm trying to kind of discern what her intentions are in saying that. Like, are they genuinely honest and unaware? Or does there seem to be a little bit something that she's not telling us about?
Yeah. With an 18, you pick up that she's scared.
Okay.
And not like scared of you, like she is scared of what's going on, right?
Okay.
She thought she picked 6 random heroes, or originally 5 random heroes, right? And now there's more. Like, she seems caught off guard and scared. So a genuine like, we need to get to shelter.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Tim, you've had this.
I love that, like, Illumia, he doesn't have expressions, but he's always just, like, still doing them as if we can recognize, but he just looks like a guy, an armor
He just
moving
looks like a
closer to
guy.
someone.
Is what he says.
It's all
Looks like
body
a guy.
language.
You know
All
me, just
body
looking like.
language.
Oh, he's very, very expressive because he can't make facial expressions. But obviously, you see my facial expressions.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I keep on picturing his situation like Tars from Interstellar. If you've seen Interstellar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
like, I keep on I'll flash my light whenever I'm making a joke. Bzzz, you know? Yeah.
So are we continuing to move forward then?
Yeah, let's go to the church.
Hold on.
I just wanted to make sure she wasn't gonna turn around and be like, "Whoosh! I'm the demon lord." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look. I know that this entire time, literally our entire adventure we've been going on now, I've been skeptical and mistrusting and trying to see lies where there were none, and find an intruder or someone who is betraying us, an assassin hidden in the shadows, every step of the way, relatively speaking. And I've been unsuccessful in identifying. What was the guy what's her face with Oda was fighting at the top of the
Captain Jin.
Jin. Yeah, okay. So I was trying to be insightful, and when inspecting the entire party, he was the one person who I didn't. Think about this. This entire time, I've been under the assumption that the mother is a bumbling fool, the creator of all the universe, the creator of all the other gods, and yet hungers and looks to consume all in her path, and yet plays these silly games with mortals who somehow managed to trap her all those years ago. Thalali chose us, told us we were random heroes, has been following us all this time, aiding us, guiding us in the direction we need to go, and keeping us alive so that we can reach our final destination. And it's just been revealed. Perhaps I'm the key to setting free the greatest evil the world has ever known. Thalali. What god do you serve?
Theta, the goddess of mercy.
Who is who in relation to the mother?
Like all the gods, one of her children.
I know the answer to the question. I'm asking you to answer it. I appreciate your honesty. And you serve Theta with unwavering faith.
Of course. She is one of the original gods who casted the mother out. I serve the goddess Theta, and I serve the the god council.
Why?
It is my purpose. I am an angel of the gods.
I don't know what all this means. I look to the rest of the group. There's something here that we're missing.
You're right. No, I'm just kidding.
I would also like to insight check her.
Yeah. You believe her. I mean, you know, at the very beginning when you first met her and you doubted her, TJ's heavenly holy
Guide.
symbol pulsed, and he felt Theta's blessing.
I'm not insight checking her because I don't believe that she is who she says she is. I'm insight checking her because I'm trying desperately to discern her motives, and I can't, obviously.
Yeah.
Even though she's described to us what her motives are.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're implying there.
There's something beneath the surface, and I just can't get it. And that's that.
If you want me to leave, I can leave. And I will put my faith in you all.
Do you promise to keep us alive for the duration of this fight? As long as you can, even if it costs you your own life.
Of course.
No, Owen.
I understand what you're saying, because I'm not sure that she even values her own life in the way that maybe there's some will by Theta where this is the desired outcome.
where you were meant to guide these 5 quote-unquote random heroes to here, and you die here alongside with us.
Poor soul.
I mean, as I told you at the very beginning, there was an angel who guided the original heroes. This happened before the angels, because the gods don't have their powers. They're weak. They're able to bestow blessings on you, where, like TJ, where he can heal and smite. But that's it. The gods lost a lot of their powers when they first defeated her. They are weakened. They can, besides Bailiff, they can't even really come to the mortal plane. Of course, there's the goddess Brava that is new and part of the Riddell Empire, but she does not sit at the council. We do not know her. She is different. And I truly do not know anything about. That is for maybe a different venturing group to discover. But
forgive our skepticism, but you must understand, we're dealing with
the goddess of trickery.
We're dealing with godly beings and gods that supposedly have no power, but have somehow sent 5 random people who all are somehow connected to this problem together. Forgive me if I'm a little bit skeptical of how this all interconnects.
I understand your skepticism. I, too, have questions of how this played out, because I truly ran a simple test that I had run before, and you all were the first ones to pass. I truly did not seek you individually 5 and now Soul out. It was not my design, but as heroes, do you not believe in fate? Is this not
No, do not tell me that there's fate. I'm a believer of free will. If you tell me that there's actually fate, I think I'm gonna be sick.
I have a bucket.
Oh.
Can I listen? This needs to be a productive conversation. The whole entire purpose of this is so that we can reach our goal. The thing that is being called into question now is that it was orchestrated from the beginning. This entire thing. And that perhaps the mother isn't a fool after all. Someone else have something different to offer as an explanation as to how this has happened. All of us, together as a group, coming here to defeat the mother, her letting us. I egged her on. I asked her to smite us. I challenged her, and she said, I will allow you to continue your journey and to see your suffering along the way. Well, we did suffer along the way. She is gaining power every moment as we do. Even in this moment, as we struggle with this strife and suffering, or the struggle we're going through right now, she's benefiting from it, only for us to deliver the key as she originally intended from the very beginning. Someone please offer
Chris,
some other alternative.
We're in a
to
village,
this.
Chris.
Hmm?
Yeah, Lockie's gonna drive a fist through one of these broken down buildings.
I'm
someone's
going
house.
I would like to, as this is happening, not say anything, but I would like to step aside, not super far, but just a few paces away, find a piece of rubble or something, and take my axe. Take my axe.
It's just
that
random
represents-
music. It's not. This isn't triggering. You do it.
I'm
It's not
triggered.
called Game of Death for no reason.
Voice activated.
I'm triggered.
Take this axe that represents my pact with my hometown. That represents a portion of my power, the portion of power that I first manifested. And I want to take it and feeling it fully embody that, I want to set it down and put it aside. I want to then turn back with that to my side and close my eyes and grab. It's not a holy symbol, but it's a memento I have that is both from my adoptive father and from my deceased parents, and I want to feel and bask in the energies of my other powers that have been manifesting as we've gone through this. My strength that comes from my bloodline that allows me to do the healing that I do. My divine soul sorcerer bloodline. And there's no mechanic for this. This is just something I'm trying. I want to fully go into that, and although I'm not a cleric, I want to try and commune in some way with my ancestry, my bloodline that also matches up with my beliefs that were instilled in me by my adoptive father. And I want to reach out to Avtar to see if he would give me anything, even if just this is the right path.
Okay, yeah.
Just some sort of indication
Yeah,
from a deity other than the one we've been following the guidance of through Thalali, or perhaps not if things turn out differently, but just another deity's input if possible.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Eric. Inspiration. I've been waiting for you to tap into this. I've had this key. You take a moment and you meditate, and for a moment, you're taken back. You are like flash forward, and you're standing there 220 years ago when the heroes defeated the mother. You see standing over the pile of the body, you see Seiya, the barbarian who died in the final battle. There's a cape dressed over him, and he's holding his sword like a warrior's death. You see the drow standing there, known as Elros, with the dagger now glowing. You see Tarvik the wizard speak up. I am concerned about this dagger. I think we have to seal it away, because with the wrong hands, it could free the mother, or it could destroy the mother. And you see that he's kind of like gasping. And you see Senate. You know him as the leader of the heroes. He's this proud, noble-looking knight. And he goes, I understand where you're coming from, Tavik. Are you sure you want this? And Tarvik goes, I know it is plan. And I know Belvith's plan. Sacrifice has to be made. And Senate goes, but why? Tarvik shrugs. The world's cruel like that sometimes. And you see him start to, like, his neck starts to turn a little, and you see the purple void starting to take over Tarvik. He goes, "It's not your fault that she jumped to a new host she uh, before she before we beat him, but you have to seal me. You have to stab me with the dagger." And you see Senate slowly grabs the dagger, and he's like, "Oh, I will miss you, my dear friend." And Tarvik goes, "We had some good laughs." And in the dagger, and you see the crystal over the body of Tarvik, a diamond-esque crystal starts to form. And Senate goes, "Well, we will have to we'll have to hide this dagger. If for any reason," and he turns to make eye contact with you, "if this dagger falls into the wrong hands and is driven into the lost artifacts, it will free her. It's her binds. But if it's used against the crystal, it will destroy the crystal. However, it can't be used now because her essence isn't fully collected. We have to put the fate in someone else's hands." And you skip forward a little bit of time, and you see old man Senate. He's gotten a little older, sitting there waiting in these ruins with this dagger. And you see the angel, a beautiful white-haired woman, comes up to Senate, and she has a baby bump. And she goes, "Are we really putting the fate into one of our ancestors?" And Senate speaks up and goes, "That is all we can ever do, is put the fate of the world into the next group of youth. It might not be my son or our son. It might be our grandson or our great-grandson. But eventually, as the world works, someone from my line will intervene and stop this. Just like the gods have planned. It has to be this way." And then you wake to today's
Urban's
day.
gonna eat his hat.
Ah.
I told you a lot of lore is coming today.
It's clear to me though, right, that I am of this line.
Yes, yep, very clear.
Okay.
Oh, Jay, you're back just in time. You didn't really miss anything.
Just the revelation that I am a descendant of what the leader of the original hero party and the angel that guided them. And
No,
I
of
am
course,
of their
of
bloodline.
course.
Just minor thing like
Yeah.
that.
That's irrelevant.
Just
That's not even
another
important.
Monday.
Moving on from that, I look and see if anybody is looking at me in this moment.
To them, you've been gone for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Right. And I'll look to my axe, pick it up, take it. Friends. And I use that word intentionally, friends. Lumia, you're not the only one learning something about yourself. I've never delved too deeply into my lineage, my own line, ancestors, but I've just seen something. I am of the line of the original hero. I was shown when they were here what they did with the dagger, who is in the crystal. I he looked at me. He could feel I was watching. My ancestry, my abilities, my power makes sense now. Tahteil, the one who led the original party as you are leading us now, is of my ancestry. I am of her line. We are doing the right thing. Whatever Illumio holds, we must be wary of whatever that is. Erwin, the words of your grandmother, the artifacts, these are one and the same. If the dagger is used on these things, on whatever is in the Illumio, or whatever else there might be, that is how she is freed. But the dagger is also the key to destroying her. Now that she's been in this crystal long enough, using it on the crystal should destroy her. And I am certain of these things. What I was just shown, I believe it wholeheartedly. This was no trick from the mother. This did not have her vile, twisted smell about it. This was pure and I believe these things to be true. I ask that you trust me, but you are also, of course, free to believe what you will. And looking to TJ, this is... I heard them say this is the will of the gods. This was their plan, to have not just me, an ancestor of the hero and their guide, but whoever may take up this task. It does not have to be one of his line, but whoever would be of the right heart, of the determination to do what is good for all, to do what must be done with this dagger. This is who we are. We have proven it by, when asked by Tahteil, willing to take up this task. We all chose to become heroes, to do what need be done. And we are on the right path. This I am sure of. We just need to be focused and careful and keep determined to stick with why we're here.
Well, I'm glad somebody has faith.
You see, Yanrick is standing taller, shoulders more broad. He is very much, in a moment, become way more confident in what he's talking about. In his
He puts a hand on Yanrick's shoulder. It's good that you found that faith, mate. It's important in times like this.
It's come at a good time, yes.
I knew you had it in you.
I appreciate that. And I look to everyone else. We can do this, or we could at least try. And that's what that's what I intend to do. At least try. And live up to this calling.
Well, and I'll look at my control panel within Lockheed. Look at all of my different buttons. I think we can certainly give it a go.
So,
I didn't know if you were waiting for me.
Soul. I thought you said
soul.
I thought you said so.
Yeah.
So,
You say
I thought you said
soul.
so.
It came off
You said
as
so.
okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Run, boy.
You said so.
Run,
That's
boy.
right. Nobody else knew it and realized I said soul either, so it's fine.
Yeah. Your accent.
Having heard all of this, it seems all of us are having massive revelations on the day. I appreciate your guidance in coming along with us.
The reason why is the reason why I thought you guys were heroes and I'm just your support.
Heroes will take all the help they can get. And whether or not you're just a support or not, I think that you share equally in our burden, as we are apparently the chosen ones. Yanrick, I'm happy for you. Owen, you and I both seek logic. And what was just shared with us brings that into view.
Yeah, I understand. And I will give Soul like a little jostling push with Lockheed. The problem with heroes is that they don't ask to be made. They just become.
She has a problem?
Oh, it's totally a problem. But unfortunately we're here now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So welcome aboard, hero.
I'm so
ready?
glad we're all here together. Like, this is such a touching moment to be standing around with you fine fellows.
Okay.
Even though Kane ain't said more than 2 words in like an hour and a half, maybe, but
Yeah, I'm just thinking thinking back to the vision I was shown about, the people killing themselves, kind of.
yeah, okay.
That and the fact that what I just got from what Eric told us, that basically my friends had to die so that I could gain power from that so we could save the world. So, hey, a lot of fun. Destiny and all, whole lot of fun.
That's just a good, realistic, like, oh.
You alright? Yeah, makes enough sense to me.
Yeah,
All right.
rainbows and daisies.
I think we've all finally come to grips with all of this. Let's
Well,
go.
I had it gripped a while ago, but that's good.
Oh,
We all know you had the hero business all figured out from the start.
I'll use like Lockheed's giant hand and kind of go like this on his cheek. Oh, you are so dull.
I'm not.
Come on.
I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb.
I didn't
didn't
say
say dumb.
Oh,
I said dull.
That's so perfect.
oh,
Yes.
Come
oh.
on.
Like your hammer.
If I'm gonna walk to my death, I want it to be next to a bright one like you. Come on.
To be honest, I was expecting Kane to stop us after 5 steps to reveal something new about themselves. That seemed to, every time we took a few steps, someone was like, "Wait, you need to know this."
Well.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've walked
so
like.
far,
I,
we've
I
come
pointed
this
the
yet at
20
the
feet behind us. That's where we started. Right.
We're not yet at the crystal.
We've
still
come-
got time.
We've come this far, and there's been a lot of revelations in a short period of time, because I think we're all coming to grips with the fact that this is possibly the last time we'll ever have a moment to talk to each other, and quite frankly, if the mother's playing games with us, then she kind of is enjoying the soap opera, right? So we might as well give her a little show before we finish things off, yeah?
I
It's
don't.
like a Telemundo special.
I have become incredibly pleased with the information that was shared with Yonric, because it confirms that the mother is indeed a fool. And while I may be being led to this, that it wasn't her intention, she's just happy I'm coming. That's all. And I can still make fun of her up until my last thought and word.
With
Or
any luck,
hers.
Or
Yeah,
hers.
with
or
any
hers.
luck, we can make her unhappy that you're coming.
Oh,
Now.
she has no idea what she's in for when we arrive.
We're gonna do so good. And I'm gonna walk into the church. And as
Yeah.
I walk in, I make the sign of Theta. This is gonna be great. This will be good.
I'll walk right beside him.
I will follow suit and think of Avatar and imitate because I'm now more faith bound and kind of taking some examples from TJ and following his steps a bit.
Yeah.
Enric's gonna, before we fight, is gonna put like a white collar around his like Father Yandric's here.
full black simple
Cassock
robes and
and
a white
everything.
collar.
Just-
Yeah.
So we were heading up the hill.
Soul's gonna like reflect for a moment, take out his whatever he writes on. I forgot what I said. This is a notebook. And he's gonna think back. It was a while ago. It wasn't that long. At the bar. It's like yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, we slept one night.
Couple days. Couple days.
Couple days? Okay. All right. In his conversation I had with Jason's character that I can't remember the name right now. I'm not gonna go to look it up right now. And he's gonna toss it to the side and say that I don't think I need you this time. And I'll walk in the church.
For all the work we went through to pick up the pages after we jumped down the spider.
Oh, they're still back over there. This is just my personal
That's
thing.
a whole other notebook.
Okay,
The whole bandolier of books.
as the last one to walk in, they've kind of walked into the church, and there's a bit of space. Elran, Gelbeck, Gendry, and Bernard all appear at once. And you hear Gelbeck speaks up. I hope you know we don't blame you, Kane. We took that quest that was more powerful, more dangerous than we could have expected. We're sorry that we left you behind and didn't tell you about it. But it seems the world's better for it. You were always the more courageous one of us. And Bernard speaks up, and he goes, yeah, Kane, we're proud of you. And we're glad we get to be a part of this final fight.
Sorry, just thinking of something Soul said back there.
Yeah, the revelation. I was like,
Yeah.
take us 5 steps.
I said it a bit too soon.
Yeah, come on, Jay, predicting my story.
I mean, you're still here with me. Well, with us now.
Yeah. You found a
Even
good group.
Yeah. Let's hope it goes better this time.
It will. We'll make sure of it.
We will, yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. You walk into the church. Goosebumps, everybody. Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
You
we
guys-
need Kane to be the only survivor, and then all of us are also added to his.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That would be
just
fun.
building a bigger and bigger army.
Yeah. He's
That was my
solo
plan
leveling.
all along.
Yeah,
You're
so-
solo leveling. You're just
Yeah.
slowly. You don't need to make a Constitution saving throw this time, Sir Illumio, but a recording pops up. Recording 7.
I'm not 3 through 6. What?
I found that the other recordings were not needed for these observations. One of them, recording 4, was just about a weird bird I saw. But anyway, recording 7. My apprentice has gone missing. I suppose he's wandered off. But the poor sap from the Riddell Empire, he was found dead. Apparently, the madness affects them quicker. I remember the High Counselor Soren. He was a good one. I enjoyed his company. But I met his wife and his kid. They'll do it well. The Empire will take care of him. To be fair, I had to find a way with your character getting introduced so late. I was like, but
I hope that laugh was in the recording.
yeah. The stairs to her crystal, her resting place where the heroes hid her, are in the back. There will be 3 rooms. The first room, you must leave your fears behind, your greatest fear behind. Second room, you must wound the mother. And the third room is a place of rest. We were able to create some form of sanctuary where her divine magic can't interfere. If for any reason anyone finds this recording down the road and you come here, take the moment in the third room. You will need it before the last. And the recording flips off. And you guys do find the stairs. You travel down and you find a small wooden door down these stairs. And as you open it, you're greeted to a frosty stone room. And in the center of the room, a hand sticks out with a offering bowl. Not standing, on the opposite side, you see a door, and you see 2 kind of busted statues. And next to the 2 statues, you do see 2 bodies. And your recording kicks one more time there, Sir Elimio. Recording 8. If you fail to offer your greatest fear, you will be killed, stricken down. You cannot walk into the mother's room with your greatest fear. It will become an actuality. Leave it behind. Your true greatest fear. It clicks. And that's where we'll end this episode.